Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. Apologies for the lateness. I've been trying to work out why my Peacock isn't working because, the VPN's just not VPNing. So, yeah, I wasn't able to get that sorted. But shout out to Joey, as always. Man's patting the Discord. He's a fucking lifesaver, I swear down. Shout out to Joey. So we will be able to still run this watch along. Well, I say watch along, hate along. Manchester City versus Brighton, a big game in the top four race. Both sides are very, very close to Chelsea in the Premier League table. I need to get the table up again just to see what can change this weekend. So obviously City 2 points behind us, Brighton 3 points behind us. Neither of them have a better goal difference unless City win by more than 2 goals. And if City win by 2 goals, because we're level on goals scored. Newcastle, they obviously don't play because they're in the cup final. Aston Villa are 4 points behind us, so we're not necessarily that worried about Aston Villa, but who are they playing anyway? They have Brentford. Is it Brentford? No, they played a few weeks ago. Fuck's sakes. They don't play this weekend. They must have been playing Newcastle. They must have been playing Newcastle. No, it was the Liverpool game, wasn't it? Because that was played at the same time as the Real Madrid match. Yeah, it was Liverpool, Aston Villa. So yeah, that's why they're on 29 games played. Everyone else is on 28. Bournemouth, I think they're the late kickoff. Yeah, they are against Brentford, but they are about 5 points behind us. We don't necessarily have to worry about that. So yeah, all eyes are on Manchester City versus Brighton. That's the only fixture that could really impact our league position. So, let's hope for a draw. Let's hope for a draw. Ideally, if a team has to win, Brighton, but a draw would be the perfect result. The draw would be the perfect fucking result for this game. Big up to all you, Mando. Shout, Scotty Cadet already dropping the super chat, and big up to the Chelsea women. Every year we say this, it's the women that keep up the name of Chelsea Football Club and the women that keep up the standards of Chelsea Football Club. The men's team ain't been that serious, bar that little 1 year patch between 21 and 22. Every other year, it's been the women that have actually maintained standards. So big up to the Chelsea women. They just beat Man City 2-1. I know we have them in the Champions League as well during the international break. So I'm probably going to head over for the second leg at least. But yeah, big up Scotty. Says, thank you for making us relevant. Kudos to Super League winners. Let's go. Shout out to the Chelsea women every single time. Big up to Daniel. Big up to AK. I'll drop you the link in a little sec too. Big up to Wavy Nadja Musty. Shout out to Make Chelsea Great Again community as well. Big up to CB every single time. Big up to Blues Enthusiast, Sean, Hannes, Pierre, H, Master Michael. What's this? Chelsea have inquired about the possibility of signing Canate from Liverpool this year. Yeah, cool. Think piece, but I mean, if Canate was available, bring him in immediately. Bring him in immediately. Well, I swear he's a little bit injury prone. That's like my only real gripe. Bit injury prone, but a great centre back with a ceiling that he is still yet to reach. Daniel's brought in the Oswego tweet from Fabrizio earlier today. Oswego's already said yes to Chelsea and the Blue Co project with negotiations at advanced stages between clubs. Chelsea and Sporting are negotiating for a fee around 22 million euros for the 20-year-old. All parties confident to get it done. I assume we get a here we go during the international break. Oswego might come in as depth for next season. He might just be loaned out. But yeah, man got a Caicedo regen, and Caicedo's only, 22, 23? Fine. There's the depth. But we have spent a fucking lot on kids over the last month. Now, that Quenda guy, we won't see till 2026. Oswego, we might see him before 2026. We might. Just make sure that you have the money available to bring in the profiles that we've already said that we needed over the last 3 windows. The centre-back and the striker. I'm not even going to bother asking for the goalkeeper because we know what the situation is going to be next season. It will be Jorgensen versus Petrovic. Fine. Just get the striker sorted. I swear, if we do all of this and we do not get a striker, we are even more unserious than I gave us credit for. But yeah, here we are. Fishman, I want to draw. I want to draw still. Run me a draw and I am happy. If a team has to win, Brighton. Because they still won't overtake us with a victory. They'll just be level on points with us. City, with a win, go above us. Yeah. The points will overtake the goal difference. So yeah. What is the lineup saying anyway? I haven't had a chance to look. I haven't had a chance to check properly. So Ortega, Rico Lewis, Kuzanov, Ruben Diaz, Vardio, Gundogan, Gonzalez, or Nico Gonzalez, Savio on the right, Doku on the left. I would have thought they switched that. Savio's usually better on the left-hand side, and both of them would provide crossing options to Haaland. Marmoush in the middle, just behind Erling Haaland. Decent lineup. I mean, Gundogan's been a bit iffy this season, but with Nico Gonzalez there, he'll do the majority of the defensive work, and that should allow Gundogan to focus on his playmaking. Rico Lewis on the right is going to be a bit of a problem for them, but like insert name here will always be a problem for them at right back. Especially with the left side that Brighton have. They've got Estupinan and Mitoma. That'll be a big problem for them. Their front four is good. Pedro, Rota, Minter, and Mitoma. We already know about the problems that the attacking three can do, but João Pedro in the 9 as well. He's someone that's developed a lot over the last year. Verbruggen in goal, Hinshelwood right back, Van Heck and Webster the centre-back pairing, and Estupinan on the left. Gomez and Baleba in the DM positions. Cool. Not too bad. Everyone's saying it's the lap. I expect it to be the lap too. I expect it to be the lap as well, but who knows? Could be somebody else. God willing. Someone with a bit more experience, because I keep saying like that's the thing that we're just fucking lacking. Just run me some damn experience for once. But yeah, we're just waiting for the game to start kicking off on Peacock. Even though I don't get why it's not working for me on my own fucking laptop. VPN for nothing. VPN for fucking nothing. Yeah, someone reported that. I think it was The Athletic. I think it was Simon Johnson with The Athletic. Kendry Pires could be used as an understudy for Enzo. Although Enzo's basically being used as a 10 for us anyway, so I'm not really too surprised. But we won't see him in the Prem next season anyway. All we've heard is that he's meant to be going Strasbourg. So maybe they'll experiment with him in that sort of role at Strasbourg. But yeah, here we are. Yo, he's meant to be a right winger /10. Right winger /10. Reinstall the VPN. Yo, that might be a shout still. Surprised the Peacock stream ain't even started, because like the game's about to kick off in 3 minutes. Like, yeah, it's a bit weird. Maybe we'll just go straight into kickoff then. I don't know. We'll probably just go straight into kickoff. Big up Bayesian Reds, my G. Big up to you every single time, man. Big up to you, bro. Pie's more of an 8 than a 10 or a winger. I'll assume you've watched more of him than me. So I'll take your word for it. Let me try this VPN one more time. Yep. There we go. We're back. Because I don't get what was wrong with it. What was wrong with it at all? Why does it keep doing black screen for me? Oh, okay. Maybe not then. We literally just had to do the old switch it off and switch it back on again method. Let's go. Yeah! I needed the Peacock to work in general, because you know I'm going to be here for other games where Chelsea are playing on Peacock. So I'm thinking, yo, what the fuck? What's taking it so long? But yeah, the players are already out. So I'm going to drop the link. Big up to all you, man. Hit the like, subscribe, all of that garbage. Big up to every single one of you. Carlito, I know you wanted the link as well, so I'm going to send that over to you too. Yeah, big up everybody. Hit the like, subscribe. We are 24 hours away from the big London derby. Chelsea versus Arsenal. Please, please, God, give me a victory, please. Where else? Where is everyone? Just glad the Peacock sorted. I thought that was gonna fuck me over for the rest of the season. Oh, so it's just a general problem. Yeah, Tims, you said 4-0. I remember that, man. I won't forget. It better be a 4-0. If we draw the game, I ain't cooking anybody except you, bruv. Because you decided to say 4-0. I've heard hella 2-1s, 3-1s, all of that shit. Oh, shit. They're about to kick off. Where's the stopwatch? No, that's studio. Where's my stopwatch? Fuck off. Boom. All right, calm. They've just kicked off. Let me keep sending this link out. Big up to all you, man, though. Let's hope it's an entertaining game. Because, like, the last few games I've seen have been fucking snooze fest. I won't front with you lot. I really won't. Cool. Big up Forest fan. Even though somehow we've turned into ops this season. We weren't even ops when we were in mid-table. But yeah, nearly done. Just have to go through Insta, and you know how long it takes to send links through that. That shit is a fucking nightmare. Stopwatch is already patterned. I just haven't put it up on the big screen yet either, but it's already running. Fuck off, man. Load of shit. And where is AK? Where's AK? Because I can't see his at anywhere. There it is. All right, cool. Yeah, that should be everybody. I'll see you in a little sec. Oh. I had Flawless's playback on as well in the background. Cool. Yeah, no. The Discord started working. I think Peacock was just fucking over for him as well. Hoofed out by Ortega pretty rashly, straight out for a throw-in. Yeah, Reflex, we're going to keep Sancho. It's all a think piece. Jesters, no way you didn't get it. Are you fucking kidding me? Where the... Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, you were behind like all the other group chats that I'm in on my second account. That's why I never saw you. Matoma pacing through. Decent cross. Defended well by Diaz, though. Fucking hell, chat's moving brutal today. Eesh. So João Pedro got the fresh braids for the Etihad. I hear it. City looking to play out the back. Big up Jesters, man. Big up Yasser as well. Hope you guys are all good.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. How about you?
Yeah, doing well, man. Doing well. Where's my stopwatch? This disorganization is brazy. There we go. And yeah, big up Daniel too, man. Hope you're good.
Big up, Lewis.
Big up, bro. Man City. Cool. There we go. Now we're all set up. Right. Let's get a draw, guys. Let's get a draw.
That's what I'm hearing.
Well, that's what I'm hoping.
I think City could lose this. They aren't really, cooking with fire right now.
Yeah. These guys clearly ain't the same City as before. The creativity hasn't been as good, but I don't expect Brighton to drop back or anything. So, like, it should be one of the better games for them to handle.
This could be 4-0 either way. You know that, right? It could end up 1-1 or 4-0 either way, depending on.
I'm thinking if there's a draw, high scoring, like maybe a 2-2 or something.
I mean, you just never know with either one of these teams right now.
Fraser, I already know you guys got an easy end to the season. You don't have that fucked of a January, February run in without a good end. Always
It
goes
helps.
both ways.
It helps not to have any Champions League football.
Say that again, bro?
They still have Champions League football, or are they out of that too?
Nah, they're out.
Oh, so just one game a week. Well, you could do something then.
They're not out of the FA Cup, are they?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
They will
okay,
be
cool.
shortly.
They got that at least. A big up, Scott.
Big up, peeps.
Oh yeah, you are in the FA Cup. All right, cool. I'll stop paying
You're
attention.
going to win the
there,
FA Cup? Is that a guarantee? Did we get a guaranteed win in the FA Cup? All right.
I mean, the toughest teams there, like, are Brighton, Villa, and I think Newcastle. So it's like the new gen Big Six.
I would love Newcastle to win both the Carabao and the FA Cup this year.
Same,
Funny as
because it will
hell.
take their focus away from the Prem.
I think they'll come a little short on the Prem just because lack of depth. If they're in all these competitions, they're going to end up with tired legs at some point. It just happens. Look at Liverpool right now.
Yeah, because like Newcastle ain't got great depth themselves.
Look at Liverpool. That's what caught them out.
Good
Late.
cross. Mitoma, is that 1-0? It is.
Yep. Oh, no, they're going to call a foul on him for running.
Oh,
into the keeper.
fuck off. That was a great delivery.
They're going to call a foul for running in the keeper. Keeper interference.
I'm going to have to see the replay on that. I'm talking about Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao, like, I don't think is getting seriously linked with Chelsea, so we don't have to worry too much about that.
Yeah, Leao is garbage. I watch him all the time.
I thought they called an offside on Rutter.
Yeah, I think that number 14 guy looked offside, but he also reached for the ball. I don't know.
Yeah, because he showed intent.
No,
Yeah.
that's keeper interference. It doesn't matter. The keeper had the ball in his hand. And he
You never know with the rules, though.
Ah,
Sometimes you wake up and they've changed the rules.
Although,
chat, I use NordVPN. They're checking the goal.
yeah, that's just
Yeah, it's been disallowed.
Yeah, it's funny that you can contact the keeper. You can't contact the keeper in that play, but you can on a set play. What's the difference? If you contact the keeper,
It's like there's
If you
hella
contact
loopholes
keeper-
in these rules now.
yeah,
Oh, Marmouche. Good carry. Doku, not the best first touch. He's
Go-
got a corner out of
Other
it.
one's behind. But that looked like they went in. I was like,
Yeah, because always when it goes back and hits the side net and I hear it.
yeah, I was like, what?
Right, City corner. Yeah, smash the likes as well, my guys. Big up to all you, man. Big up to all you, man. Run up the likes. Corner taken. Misses everybody. Yeah, this score's actually 2 seconds ahead, so like it's not totally accurate, but it's close. Yeah, big up Elijah, my G. Big up to you, bro.
Yeah, big up the chat.
Lewis, I thought it was funny that at this wonderful, huge, well organized and well attended protest. Yes, that was sarcasm, people. And the first signing after that was a 17-year-old. I love it.
Yo,
It's like, oh, you don't like this? Here's some more.
They bought 3 children then. They literally just told us to go fuck ourselves.
Yeah, I love it so much.
Although we've done it to ourselves by not even being consistent.
Sure.
Oh, good counter press. Haaland. Marmouche.
Oh, my
Oi!
God.
Oi! That's
Oh,
a pen.
Marmouche.
Oh my gosh.
That was so readable. Why did he tackle that? He knew he was going to do that.
Well, you have to go in for
No,
it.
to be
No, you
fair,
don't.
the way Marmoush shoots, if you know Marmoush in that position, he's shooting with his left foot far corner. It's like
No,
it's
but
Yeah,
not
I
he was
was
on his
expecting
right.
him to hit.
So I knew he was going to cut in on his left. I felt he was going to cut in on his left.
no, he could have hit that with
mean,
his left. as well.
I mean, he could hit it. He could hit that with his right, but I knew he was going to cut in on his left.
Yeah, but you have you.
Wait, did he
Oh,
get?
he got the ball.
Nah.
He got the ball.
No, he didn't. He got the
Yo, yo. Oh no, he
He
might
might
have
get-
gone with his left
yeah,
foot. He might have
yeah,
gone
yeah,
with his
yeah,
left.
yeah.
foot
Yeah,
first,
get the
yeah,
ball.
Yeah, that's a pen. That's jokes.
The first angle looked like he got ball first.
First angle, I thought was a dive.
Now they're arguing about the penalty. Okay, who's going to take it?
Is that Diaz in there trying to argue about it?
I
Captain.
thought it was
No,
Holland.
he's giving it
Was
to
their
Holland.
designated penalty taker.
Yeah, ACFC was the first. It was the first angle.
Yeah, the first angle doesn't look like that.
When they show you the angle from the back, you can see him taking out his Marmoush's left foot,
Mm.
which you can't really see, I think, from the other
I was
angle.
about to cuss him out for not going for the shot immediately, but fairs. Haaland to step up. Shout out to Mo for joining the membership as well, man. Big up to you, bro, every single time. Always appreciate you, man. Haaland 1-0.
Nice penalty.
I didn't even know he's missed 2 of his last 5. Well, I guess 2 of his last 6 now.
I know Everton was one of them. I don't remember the other.
Sporting, innit?
Yeah, it was. That was it.
I don't know if they're counting Champions League or just Premier League, because then I don't remember if he missed anything else.
I think it's just overall.
I think it's just said last 5 pens, in it.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very good pen.
So,
Damn, he's back. It's gonna be a problem.
yeah, him and Marmoush, brother. Ooh, they look like they've connected
Him
already.
being back, I think they're making top 4. Marmoush up top by himself the rest of the season. I don't think they would have made.
Oh yeah, no, not him by himself. I'm saying him and Haaland seem to have got this connection already
Oh yeah.
in the attack. So fairs.
Just gotta hope the
Marmoush is a good player. I
consistency
mean,
stays
taking-
inconsistent.
it's taking Pep a couple tries, but he's finally got another winger or
Mhm.
or attacker. Because Doku and what's the other Brazilian guy?
Savio.
Mid. They're
The thing
mid
is,
to me.
the thing is with both of them, I'll be real. Like outside of Mahrez, they signed Sterling before Pep, didn't they? Or did they sign Sterling when Pep was there?
Before.
Cool. I'll be real. Outside of Mahrez, most of his winger signings, I think, have been like pure winger signings have been L's.
Nah, Sane was
Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot about Sane. That
Sane
good.
was before too.
Was
He kicks
before
Sane
that?
out.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No,
No,
it
it
Sane
wasn't.
was, yeah, no, but then he kicks Sane out. So those two. Grealish has been an L. Like I like Grealish, but he's been an L. Savio's been an L so far. Doku's just straight cheeks. I think that's it. And then,
Savio's good, though.
Like to me, they're not bad players. They're just mid. They're not the same level as Mahrez and those guys that were playing previously.
Sane,
It's just
yeah.
not the same. It's not close. Like Bernardo Silva. It's not the
yeah,
same
I forgot
level
about Silva.
as
Yeah,
those
so-
guys. But
Well,
Marmoush, I think, is the same level. So they're he's gotten 1 out of the last 3 because Doku and Savio mid, bro.
I also think though with like
Savio on the left is different, though. That's what I'd say.
I think the
Yeah.
thing with Marmoush compared to those two though is I think Marmoush is a bit more like he's not just like a one-trick pony. Like Doku especially, like he's such a one-trick pony with the way he plays. So like if he ain't gonna be good at it, but like, then he's fucked.
But if Doku starts to be a bit more effective,
But he
then
has
all of a
the
sudden people will
he
look
has the
past it.
trickery to be
That was
effective.
good what he just did right now.
Yeah, he has the trickery to be more effective, but he wants to keep doing the same move every time.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of when he can finally make it all click. Because when it comes to dribbling, he's one of the best in the league at it. It's
All
just
you have to,
the
all you have
end
to do is
product
stand on
afterwards.
his right foot. Just shade his right foot and make him go left and play with his left foot. That's half the game. That's half his game down the tubes. It's not rocket science, folks. It's just like in the NBA. If somebody's right-handed, you make them go left. It's harder than to shoot that way.
Poor boss.
So it
That's
just
the
is what
main
it is.
the main reason why I think City are where they are. It's that midfield. It's so mid.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I think
not
it
the
says
same.
no,
It's
100%.
not
And I think it shows levels. The fact that Nico's come in and has immediately showed levels to everyone else that's in there outside of Rodri.
I
And
mean,
he
that's
came
because
out
Rodri
That
ain't
was
in
playing
there.
for Porto, brother. And that was a guy playing for Porto who Barca sold because he didn't fit ahead of Gavi and ahead of Pedri. And he's come in and he's better than everyone else they have outside of Rodri.
Good long pass.
Yeah, I feel like losing their midfield is what has equalized them. Now
Yeah.
I think they're on the same level as the rest of the league.
Well, the
Before that,
is,
midfield made them
fuck's sake.
on a different level. No one
Mhm.
could touch them. But now
Yep.
they're like, but this is what we've been waiting for. We knew it. You can't easily replace someone like Kevin De Bruyne and all the. You can't easily do that. Like, we knew this was going to happen at some point, but
well, the midfield's the most important position group on the field because it plays offense and defense. So
I
your
disagree
midfield is mid.
slightly, Daniel. No, they're not going to replace De Bruyne's level of production, right? And the level of player he is. But I think you could have done a better job of it than they have done. He's not a direct replacement, right? But I think if you replace De Bruyne's minutes in the squad in terms of him being a starter with like a Bruno G, I think that's way better than what they did, which was go and re-sign Gundogan, try and use Kovacic and Nunez and that. That's
I'll be
shit.
honest. But do we see Bruno G like?
Direct.
Obviously, we're not comparing the players or styles of play or anything like that. But in terms of effectiveness and dominance in the league, right? What Bruno G is doing at Newcastle over the last few years doesn't compare to what the City midfielders have been doing for years. Like he doesn't stand out as much as they do.
I disagree.
Which to me is that, and I
I
like
think-
Bruno, but he's just I don't know. It's like
okay, like as I said, I don't think the comparison is De Bruyne because I agree with De Bruyne. Like he's damn near impossible to replace. Because of just production and everything. But I'm saying for Gundogan, for example, replace what he was doing in that team for them the season before they sold him. I think you could Bruno G could do that. Could replace the level you were getting from Gundogan.
yeah, but as long as Rodri's still in there, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying to me it's almost looking like Rodri is probably going to leave. I don't know. The Real Madrid talk is kind of heavy, but either way, I just feel like without Rodri in there, their midfield is very ordinary. Like they're not bad players, but it's not the same.
Yeah, but Rodri allowed them to play just offense and didn't have to really play defense because he was the linchpin. With Rodri not there, they have to take on multiple roles, and now you're seeing they're good going forward, but they're not really defenders now, are they, in that midfield? Who else besides Rodri is great in defense in that midfield? Now, today, not used to be. Yeah, and until they signed Nico in January, there's not one. So that
I can see the impact Nico's already had.
Yeah.
First game they were decent, then they took him off.
Rodri's probably the most important player at City. It allows everybody else to do their role, and that's it. Because he keeps the whole thing running, and you lose that, there you go.
Yeah, Jared's right. They play a pretty risky business style of play, not unlike Chelsea. Chelsea's been called reckless many times by announcers, TalkSport, what have you. And I mean, we're essentially an imitation of what they've been successful at for 8 years. And what it is you need someone that's going to sit there because he provides cover for the center backs, and he also allows us this metronomic passing to go back and forth. You could play two attacking mids. It's just about assessing risk, and they can't play the risky style that they're accustomed to if he's not there. Now, he is truly a world-class, great, legendary player, Rodri, and I can understand why they've been so pedestrian since he's went down. But the fact that they didn't figure out any options until January, it kind of shows that Pep, although a great coach, is in part great because of the money. I mean, if he didn't have the money, I don't know how he would be as a guy that has to actually figure shit out.
Haaland should have passed to Savić. Sorry, Carlito.
Oh, you're good, buddy. You're good. But I just, Pep, everywhere he's gone, he's been backed to the utmost in a way that no other manager has ever really been backed. And I get his football. He certainly changed football for the better and the worse. But at the same time, you got to look at it and say, would he ever be good in a Sean Dyche role? Would he ever be good as, like a Nuno? What Nuno's done at Forest is nothing short of spectacular. And I know that they have a backer, but they haven't always. And he's been kind of a journeyman manager. If Pep was ever in that situation, the way that he essentially was up until January, you kind of see that he's not as great as people think. He's kind of an emperor wears, no clothes situation. Now, I know that he's got good football in him, but at the same time, when he's really tested, without the money, is he that great?
Has the best take on Pep. He makes 8s and 9s into 7s. So everybody on the field will play at the 7 level. You'd score everybody at a 7. Even if they're 8s and 9s, they become 7. So everybody is he makes players that aren't as good better, but he makes really great players a little bit worse under him.
Oh, yeah, he puts a lot of restrictions, Jared.
Right.
A lot of restrictions.
They have to play under his system.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes that takes some creativity and takes the high end out of some players.
Yeah, dude, you remember when Jack was at Villa? When he was at Villa that last season, every time he got the ball, my heart would skip a beat, man. That dude was so sick. I considered him to be the best player in the Premier League. His basically last 2 seasons at Villa. He goes to City, and they put the shackles on him the way that Earl the Pearl Monroe got the shackles on him when he went to the New York Knicks. It's the same thing, man. When he was with the Bullets, he was nice as hell.
Oh! Equalizer!
Oh my God! What a goal!
Hey, go on, a stupid
Oh
lad.
my days.
What a goal, Stupian. Sheesh.
At the minute I don't look at the screen they score, fam.
Lewis,
Yeah,
when did he come to Brighton? Estupian?
I think it was like a season or
When
2 ago.
Cucurella came to Chelsea.
Ah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Gotcha. Yeah, he's good. He's a good
Wow.
player. He's a good player.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, big up guys.
Great
with the
free
final.
kick.
Somebody
Big
needs
up
to
AK,
post-
man. Great
Somebody
timing.
needs to post that clip.
Hey, Jared, I mean, we have to root for Brighton, right? It's the team we're trying to imitate, according to the protesters, right?
Well, we have to root for Brighton because Man City will go up above us if they win.
Yeah,
We
the
wanna be
scoreline
Brighton.
can stay like this. I'm happy.
Yeah. Well, I got to be honest with you, man. Lewis, you are associated with Charlie Patrick, and Charlie Patrick doesn't care how we play.
What do you mean?
Oh, his words, not mine.
He doesn't care how we play.
Oh, Scott Page. Scott Page is there. I'll watch that video.
Results first. I hear
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Results
He said
first.
he doesn't care how we play as long as we win.
I
Yeah.
care about how we play, and I want us to win. Call me having standards.
Hey, I just want us to win some games. I'll be
It is
sorry.
entertainment,
I don't
guys.
care.
I'm not going to sit here and watch Antonio Conte suffer ball where we had 19% possession and a 1-0 loss to Man City. I'm not watching that shit.
I don't care if we win the league. I'll be so honest.
Fucking hell. Thanks for reminding me about that one.
Oh, there you go, buddy.
Yeah, but that happened when we finished 5th.
We did, yeah, we did. We did finish 5th. Yeah.
Not
And we
when we
scored
won
an
the
FA
league.
Cup
When we
somehow.
won the league, we stole a win there.
Well, I mean, look, it's all tolerable as long as you win, but the moment that you don't, it becomes very intolerable football.
Everything is intolerable when you're not winning.
I mean, I've liked the way we've played this season. I mean, people say it's slow. I think it's a methodical with a purpose. I kind of like the way we play.
Look, I
I
just
mean,
think
that's
things
not-
are going to get better with the players returning.
100%. We had to stave off these last 3 weeks where we had 2 strikers out and João Felix had gone on loan and we made really stupid decisions in January. If we can win tomorrow, it's an enormous success with limited options. Because we'll be back. Madueke will be back. Nick Jackson will be back. Lavia will be healthy on January 3rd.
Big
I
up,
think we're going to be
Joey.
fun. Oh, Wops! What's up, Wops?
What up, bro?
Hey, buddy.
Savio, oh, good block.
Mid, man. Yes. Remember them days of Morris?
I was waiting for that. I was
Morris
fully.
guessing that. That's a goal.
It looked like Cole Palmer.
Savio got to be on the left, man.
Man, he not know. Come on, man.
And who'd you put on the
As soon
right?
as I saw the lineup, I was wondering why like both wingers went on the other sides.
Doku can't play on the right.
Yeah.
Oh, so
He
it's
can barely
just-
play on the left.
That's a terrible touch.
Yeah.
Who scored the Brighton goal?
Stupinan
yeah.
free kick.
Jared,
A
you
what?
don't like Doku, Jared?
Free
Yeah.
kick is Stupinan.
I think Doku is a mid player.
Oh, it's wow. You doing your
just
best to
average.
sound 19 years old, huh?
Look, he is a.
Come on, Doku. Come on, Doku.
I'm trying not to say anything offensive, but
Wow.
he's just garbage.
Your general demeanor is offensive, Jared.
I know. I'm trying though. I'm trying.
Basically, the way I like to describe him is he's more like Callum Hudson-Odoi when he was with us than he is an effective player.
That's tough sledding there, Joey. That's tough, man. That's a
Like he doesn't provide much like when it comes to goals because he's just so ineffective shooting, and he does get by his player like pretty consistently, but he's just so ineffective making the cross. Where Callum at least was a little bit better getting the cross in or getting the ball in. Doku is just pathetic.
Yeah, Callum had a better right foot than Doku.
Yeah, but he couldn't shoot.
I mean, the worst version of this is Adama Traore, but I mean, I can understand the criticism of Doku, but I still think he's a good player.
I think Doku falls in the same category.
Big up Bridge Nation.
Rashford.
No, fuck Bridge Nation.
Yeah.
Yo, Lewis. Yesterday we were doing a preview, and Scott comes up and says, "Big up," and Ahmed stops the entire stream and goes, "No, you know what? Fuck you, Scott. Fuck you." And I'm just like, "Yo,
Hang on, Joey,
Where did that
did he tell you why he's telling me to go?
no, he didn't even tell us
why?
why."
Oh,
I think it was
Of course he
something to do
didn't
with
explain.
how you cooked them at casually. I think it was something
yeah,
like that.
of course he didn't explain.
Wait, you cooked them?
But
in
yo,
ketchup?
it was killing me yesterday, Lewis. Scott just comes in and says big up.
Yeah,
Like
bro, I was like, big up everyone. I was
anybody
with
else,
everyone.
bro. He even said everyone. He didn't like disrespect Ahmed. Like normally, like if it's Danish will go big up everyone except Ahmed. Like he'll just literally say that. But no, Scott was like big up everybody, and freaking Ahmed lost his brains, bro. He just snapped into like, you know what? Fuck you, Scott. I didn't get on my chat, Scott. Fuck you. I'm just like, yeah.
Wait, so what happened on Casually to cause all this?
Well, so basically, Ahmed's lost his voice, like kind of a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit.
yeah. He's definitely lost.
It's bad. I don't know if it's gotten better, but it's bad.
No, it hasn't
And
gotten.
we spent half the stream just cooking his voice and just like just giving him shit for it.
I was
Hey.
talking like this. All of that.
No, it wasn't like that. It's like kind of squeaky. It's like Mickey Mouse, bro.
Oh,
Like, squeaky,
he's on
like-
helium.
yeah, bro.
Nah, it's like raspy and squeaky at the same time. So like, there's like an obvious like
So
like
maybe
he's losing his voice, but like his voice is already so high where it's like it sounds even worse. Like,
so like Joe's wife from The Family Guy.
yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, fucking hell.
What a shout there, Jared.
Hey,
That's
Joey.
crazy.
I mean, for you to come up with that in the top of your head,
Unbelievable. Jesters, you got some checks up that sleeve, boy. I'll tell you what. Hey, Joey, I wanted to ask you this question, man. What did you think of the moves we did yesterday?
The what? The moves?
The moves.
Oh, I'm indifferent to it because I haven't watched enough of the kid to me being, but I do think I think that you brought up something in the conversation that we had the other, you were tweeting about was like, I think that this is like this is just like a start to the type of business that we're going to be doing with sporting.
Yeah. I think that there's subtext and a larger context to what is happening with our relationship with sporting. I do believe that, and I talked to Jared about this yesterday on the phone. I think that Chelsea is looking to sign more of a whale club that if it were to be sporting, that they were to add to Blueco, that would be an incredible addition to our repertoire.
Yeah, but they would only buy like 40% because then like there's like stipulations on how much we can own. if Sporting were to get into Champions League and us to get into Champions League, it could potentially take us out of the Champions League if they were higher on the table than we were.
What's the
So, like-
threshold of percentage that would?
Yeah,
not
I
be
think
a
it's
conflict of
40%
interest?
if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
It's not a percentage, basically. You have to show that both of those clubs are independently run. So, like,
Well, that will be easy with Sporting because they still have like their own independent board that kind of still runs everything. We would just be like a shadow investor, realistically.
correct. And so does Strasbourg. Strasbourg has the same board.
Yeah, Mark Keller's still running it over there. You're right.
So that's what they want to see. That's what, UEFA's fine. There's only so much money in the world. That
We do have some of our own people on that board though, so it's a little bit different. Like there is still Chelsea representatives, like Blue Co representatives that are on that board. So I wouldn't say it's like totally the same, but I get where your premise comes from.
So, Joey, I got to ask you this, though, because people that are in the business of making money are so reluctant to have any regulations. This can be anything. This could be a Fortune 500 company or a mom and pop shop. People don't want to be regulated out of making money. I need to ask you, why does UEFA give a fuck if there is a conflict of interest? It's not like if they play each other, they're going to look for a draw.
Because let's take it there because there's like all right, so let's put it in a perspective, okay?
Okay.
Saudi Arabia and pretty much the entire Middle East, right? Could in essence, with the type of money that they have, could in essence buy a team in every single league if they wanted to and create a multi-club model that would be
Joe, they could buy a league. They could buy a league.
Yeah, I know, but they wouldn't necessarily do that. Like it would end up being one per league because like there are league standards. There are league standards that have that like you can't own more than one team per league kind of situation. That's why they created their own league. So the idea of it is for these real eats to stop Middle East from taking over all of European football. Like that's really the whole reason behind the rules that they're in that they have. Like is so the Middle East doesn't come in with all their billions and just take a team in one at a time. Now, City has kind of done it anyways, but they have like the branch of it being under a business and not under the Saudi or Middle Eastern government. It's still a business. They're still running under the City group
that's an interesting argument considering Khaldoon Mubarak is so inextricably linked to Sheikh Mansour. I mean, like,
yeah, no, I mean, like,
same.
there's not. I mean, yes and no. They still run their own separate businesses in their countries. So,
yeah.
Oh my God, Savio,
What?
you gotta put that away, my dude. That's a great tackle. Whoever made
Dunk
that.
that shit, man. You gotta dunk that.
You got to dunk on that.
You gotta dunk that shit, bro. He's Jared. You were pretty critical of him before. I think Saviño's turned into a pretty decent player, man.
He is. He does not understand the speed in which the Premier League plays in. And the league he came from, he has time to stop and shoot that ball.
Yeah.
Not in the Premier League. That's one thing that people need to understand. This probably the fastest as far as
No, this kid, bro. Why are you watching the game outside the Discord again? Go watch the get yourself in the Discord. It's your team and you're freaking 5 minutes behind everybody else. I don't even get it.
Well, we told him like 50 times.
I don't get it, bro. Every time he comes in here, we have his game in there for him, and he's behind us by like 3 minutes.
Is he bitching about like spoilers?
It's like he wants to be spoiled. Like, I don't get it.
Bro, I put in the private.
Sorry, bro. I didn't mean to cook you that.
Wait.
Still, son, like, what we doing here?
Big up RSM in the chat, G. Big up Mello too. Big up you, man.
Joey, the only thing I'll say to what you just said is
there he is
right now.
Huh?
In terms of buying, they can do that right now in terms of buying clubs in every league.
They could, yes, you're right. Realistically, it wouldn't be right. But the way it works, right, is that their consortium, like the consortium of Man City, is technically doing it right now. You're 100% right.
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying about the competition thing is, just for the integrity of the game, you can have two clubs owned by the same like owner facing each other like a Champions League or something.
Yeah, because then they would want one. They could have one of the group, one of
Because
the.
then that's like someone is going to the other teams are going to question it.
Oh, are you like hypothetically, not accusing you, but are you like hypothetically accusing a team of tanking a game?
Yeah.
Well, I
100%.
mean, it could be that, but it's just never happened because
I just can't imagine the professional respect these guys have for the game and what they do every game.
Bro,
Like, I
do you
can't
know how
imagine
many
they would
times
do
the
that.
Italian teams have been caught for cheating? How
Oh,
many
I'm not
teams-
talking about
all the-
Italian. I don't see
No,
us
but
buying
all
an
this-
Italian football team, man.
to play.
Yeah, okay, that's a
corruption.
little mob.
That's
You know,
corruption
that's,
in the game.
that's
That's
the
like-
country.
I think that's
We're not
beyond
gonna
the
let-
point, bro.
we're not gonna
I think
let
it's really beyond the
two
point. If
teams
you
that
have,
face each other.
let's
It's not
just
gonna
think
happen.
about it. Think about it in this manner, right? If Strasbourg and us met in a UCL, Blueco's going to want the bigger club to be able to go through. Realistically,
Ooh.
Ooh.
I want that, but you can't do anything because
I mean, yes, exactly. I mean, you're right in the manner of you're not necessarily in a position to do anything about it, but the integrity of it is just in question.
Everything that happens in that game is going to be. Let's say the Strasbourg coach benches a player that was playing well or
He
something
wouldn't.
for any reason.
No,
For
right.
any
But I'm
reason.
just
If he's
saying
injured or if it's whatever.
we're
they're
just
gonna
using
say,
it as
why-
an
why
example,
bench?
not necessarily that he
so-
would.
we've already had this issue come up because City could have. I don't know if they did or could have faced Girona in the
Yep.
Champions League, and
And
they're
they sold their stocks to do so.
Yeah, they had to take.
Yeah, they had to sell their
You
Are
can't
you
stocks.
own the-
serious?
Yeah.
You guys understand that?
Oh my god, that's
Yeah, they had to sell
drastic.
part of their stocks to allow them to be able to play in Champions League.
I mean, Joey, I don't mean to come across as naive, but I think that this is a little bit ridiculous. I mean, I know that Adam Silver wants the Knicks and the Celtics to be in the Eastern Conference Finals, but he has no fucking say over that.
I
Like,
know,
it's the
but
same-
I'm just saying nobody has. I mean, but the corruption that's been beyond.
Yeah, but if
behind
Adam
soccer is
Silver
a little
owned
bit
both the
different, too.
Celtics and the Knicks,
No,
I
he's-
say on how that happens. Like,
No, it's a fair point, but the
It
leagues,
won't
and
happen
it's-
because they're going to meet in the round before that, anyways.
yeah, and
like-
you're gonna get cooked, Joe. You're gonna get cooked.
But look, I understand you want to make sure that because when you have money being bet, and this is really what it's about. People don't understand this. If you have gambling on your sport, you have to do everything to ensure the integrity of the outcome of each and every match because people are gambling on said match. So you have to go above and beyond to ensure that there's no impropriety.
And you know how much money they get from just being able to allow to gamble on their sport, like the sport
Huge
itself.
money.
It's crazy how much money they get from that shit.
Oh my god! Listen to this. I love this Blueco extra guy. He does so much Strasbourg stuff. But Giovanni Quenda, 17 years old, had a £100 million release clause in his contract. However, Chelsea bought Quenda for £40 million with no add-ons or sell-on clauses included. That is interesting stuff.
Good work, Lewis.
Well, sporting
Oh,
is
good pass.
FFP problem issues. Big
Oh,
time.
fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on
Well,
there.
to be honest, bro, they were looking for they've been looking for investors to
Oh yeah.
be
This
part
is
buyers
it,
of
Joey.
the club
That's
for
it,
2
dude.
years.
That's what I think is going on here, man. I think that it really opens the door for Jokeris. I think it does.
I've been saying that for the last 2 days.
I just see the writing on the wall. Your guy, Oshman, I don't think it's common, but for me, it's a 2-horse race, Joe. It's
I know.
it's Jokeris or
I don't
my guy
really have
Talal.
any expectations behind anything right now. So I'm just playing it as I see it. So
Is that you being defeated, or are you just being reserved?
more reserved than defeated.
Okay,
I'll tell you
okay,
that.
all right.
Yeah,
all right, fair enough.
I don't see us getting Bjorkers at all. It'll be the lap. We need an
I'm not sold that Delap is. Here's the thing: is like if he has opportunity, he's gonna have the opportunity to be a starter.
Oh, what a goal!
What happened?
oh wow,
Marmoush again.
Marmoush.
Hey, Marmoush. January signing. Interesting.
But I mean,
Dude,
like,
let's
but
go.
see that, but Scott, see the difference to what he did and your boy Savio, man.
100%.
Man,
But Daniel, can I ask you a question? When did they buy him?
January.
Oh,
Okay, Scott, what's your point?
You can buy players in January to affect your season.
So, if a player that they want is not available, would you rather they just buy the guy that's available or the guy that they want?
I would rather they go and do a loan like Villa did with Asensio, who scored in every game he's played in outside of one, which was his debut.
Okay, but that's a cop-out answer. You're not answering my
No, it's
question.
not.
The man of the
I'd
hour.
rather they go and make a signing that's going to affect our season positively instead of doing nothing.
Okay,
Oh
but
my
they
God, that
didn't.
goal.
So why are you retroactively complaining about something that you can't control?
Because it was
That's
a
what
shit
we do as
decision.
fans, man. We complain.
I know, but it's just not
Complaining
constructive at all.
once
What else
again,
can we
though,
do?
but here's the thing, Carlito. This is the thing that I have is my biggest issue with you is you can't tell people how to feel about what they're feeling about. Like I get you don't feel the same, but you
I
can't
don't.
tell people how. Yeah, you do, bro. You do. You do it.
No,
all the
I
time.
don't. No, I don't feel the same. I don't feel. The
I know.
Same.
I know you don't feel the same, but you can't tell people how to feel. If that's how they feel about how it is, it's just how it is, right? You can respect it, you can disagree with it, but you can't tell them how to feel.
Oh, it's
Like,
not
that's
about
just my
respect.
biggest
I
thing.
just don't understand the point.
Well, you don't have to. Sometimes
Fair enough, Joe.
you literally don't have to. Sometimes, bro. Some
But I
people.
mean, no, but if
Some
it's
people-
just about understanding the point, his point is basically like you should have found a solution to help us during this season. Your
I hear
point
that.
is if you can't get the right guy, and he's saying, yeah, you can, like it's just a matter of like
What the
things
look,
the board can actually do.
I
That's
think
really
that
it.
Chelsea. I think that Chelsea has
Y'all
really
disagree?
learned from their mistakes. The three, in my opinion, three of the biggest mistakes outside of Kepa that this club has made have been strikers. You look at Fernando Torres was 50 million. It broke the British transfer record. Alvaro Morata was 60 plus million, and then Lukaku, which is, in my opinion, the worst transfer in the history of football outside of maybe Philip Coutinho.
Kai Havertz.
Kai Havertz did not cost this. And I just think that Chelsea is looking at this and saying those guys were the available ones and not the ones that they really wanted. I would prefer that we just wait and buy the guys that we wanted. And bitching about something, as a Monday morning quarterback, to me is just not constructive at all. And it takes away from the point that Chelsea showed discipline to not buy the guy that was available and instead is going to wait and stick to the guns and buy the guy that they have planned for and that they want.
Yeah,
I
that's
want
cool. How did
that
that work
type
for
of
Osimhen?
leadership.
Can I ask you a question?
Sorry,
How did that work for Osimhen?
I don't think they wanted Osimhen. I think that you wanted Osimhen.
They did want Osimhen, though.
Okay.
Oh,
spent the
no, that's an
entire window
opinion. No,
chasing
that's
him.
an opinion. That's
They
not a
spent the
fact. It's an
entire
opinion.
window
No, it's
chasing
not
him.
an opinion. They did.
Okay.
So do we listen to the? So,
Oh, because John Obi Mikel
No.
says they wanted Osimhen. That means that Chelsea wanted Osimhen. Got it. Gotcha.
I mean, bro, that's just not really what happened, though.
Now, Osimhen,
As much as you liked it to feel that way, that's just not what happened.
Well, what happened,
I just
Joey?
don't have
Because I don't
energy
think
to,
we
like-
bought him.
Like
Rude myself.
we
You know what
dismissed two targets to end up trying to get the guy that we actually wanted at the end of the window, and then decided that we weren't going to pay his wages to do so.
Oh, I think
And then just said,
that
no,
they
we're not
like a
gonna
lot
get
of players.
anybody. No, Osimhen was the player that they wanted.
They
You
wanted.
can't
If
say that it
Osimhen
wasn't.
agreed to their
Yep.
wage demands, they would have gotten.
based on what?
And if it's not the guy that they wanted, then he would have
What do you
been
mean
a flop,
based
no?
on what? Based on all the activity that was around it at the end of the window.
I think a lot of
What do you
journalists
think?
said a lot of things. That doesn't mean that Chelsea said anything.
I just think that it's. Here's the thing: is there's a time where you want to listen.
Oh my god!
There's a time where you want to listen to journalism, and there's a time where you don't want to listen to journalism.
Look,
and
I
then
was
you get
on-
to decide when that time is,
Look,
and, and that's fair for you.
What
but
are we doing at the back?
I can't give you. I can't say the same, man. Like you can't say, oh, it's just because the journalist said it. Oh, so we're
Look.
supposed to believe the journalist. Well, yeah, that's kind of how it works.
Joey,
Like,
I remember
when
this
they-
very
like-
specifically. I was on a stream with Jem. You guys know Jem, and we were watching live. We were watching Fabrizio Romano. I mean, just so self-satisfying, doing this, looking at his phone and making all these exasperating facial expressions. And he's like, "Oh my god, something's happening." Yeah, just because he's fucking doing that for entertainment, that doesn't mean shit, man. It just doesn't. I'm sorry. I like just because this guy motherfucker says that we're interested in
Can I
us.
ask
So
you
do you
something?
not take any news that for Fabrizio like?
Oh
said?
no, I'm
Do
not
you
one of those
take
fake
any-
news
'cause he's
guys.
the
I'm
one-
not like a
but I
fake
mean,
news
he's-
guy.
But he's the one who was.
We need
He's
to
the
buy
one who
him.
just told us that we've signed this kid, right?
Look, I just don't think that
Said
we
told
were
us
as
that we
interested in
signed him.
Osimhen as
Nothing has been
everybody's been
announced
led
by
to believe.
Chelsea.
So who
Nothing
are we
has been announced by
interested in?
anybody.
then here's the thing, right?
Why do we believe?
How about
Why do
you
we
get
believe
it from the
signed this
horse's
kid?
mouth? No, Daniel, let's not do this. Just go get it from the horse's mouth.
Dang, why do we believe
Osimhen
it,
went
though?
on a podcast just this last week and said it himself. So go listen to the podcast, see what happened actually, because he said it himself. At the end of the window, he was thinking he was going to Chelsea, and it pulled out on him. And at the end of the window,
Yeah,
what are we saying?
we
What are
were
we saying?
out.
This is ridiculous. You guys act like you guys know more than what is actually happening. Go listen to the guy, what happened from the guy himself. He said it himself. He had a whole entire podcast with Obi Mikel. He was on the
See you
entire
tomorrow,
thing. He
dude.
said the entire what happened for that at the end of the window.
Whose
Just go
podcast was
listen to
it? Whose podcast was it?
He's on Obi Mikel's podcast.
Oh, Obi McKill's pod.
Who gives a
Okay.
shit who it is? It's coming from Osimhen's mouth.
If the
It's
fucking
coming from
player is saying
Osimhen's
it,
mouth.
why you
Yeah,
making this
yeah,
more
I don't know how
This
much-
guy is an
Now
ambassador
Now
for
you just
Chelsea.
throw it all away
Let's
because
not
it's
do
from
that.
Obi
Ambassador
Mikel,
for
but it came from
Chelsea.
Osimhen's mouth.
This is pathetic.
What does it matter what
He's
podcast
the
it was on?
he's the brown envelope journalist
Nah,
at
you know
Chelsea.
what?
Back in
You
Obi
know what?
Mikel.
It's always what you want.
Hell.
It's you listen to what
Back
you
in Obi
want
Mikel.
and it only what you want. Now
Look, I
Ben
just-
Jacobs is the
right.
reputable person to you. So we
He's
can
very
all
reputable,
say,
yes.
Yeah,
He's
so
not
we can all
reputable at
say
all.
we can all sit here and say we don't agree with the type
Hang
of
on. Is this the same? Hang on. Is this the same Ben Jacobs, by the way, who at the same time while Graham Potter was in the process of being sacked, said Graham Potter's not being sacked?
that same
That's
one?
it.
Okay.
Joey,
Hang on.
I have shared with you what happened there. And
I know,
I'm
but
gonna-
but bro, but that doesn't mean that doesn't mean
He
you
was
can
wrong.
dismiss
No,
any
Scott,
other
I'm not
any
gonna
other
comment on
person, and even coming from the horse's mouth, you want to dismiss Osimhen speaking on a podcast because it's John Obi Mikel's podcast.
Was this the clip, by the way?
Hold on.
That's
Let's
just-
watch
Wait, Joey, was this
that's
the clip?
destructive. There's more to the clip than that. There's way more
Okay.
to the clip than that. It's like a fuck. He goes at least 8 minutes.
Joey, of
about
course
it.
he's got Chelsea contacts a billion agents, man. That doesn't mean
A
they're gonna
billion
buy.
agents, a billion
Shit.
players.
Look, it doesn't matter if the player thought he was coming to Chelsea.
Yeah,
Chelsea
it just
was
doesn't.
never.
How does that not
going-
matter? How does that not matter, bro?
I didn't say that. To him, it matters. Fine. Chelsea were never buying Osimhen without
weren't.
a player going the other way.
A player did go the other way. What the fuck are we talking about?
Which player went the other way?
Romelu
Lukaku.
Lukaku went the other way.
That was two separate deals. We were talking about Connor
What are we-
Gallagher.
no, what are you trying to do right now?
Hang on.
How
All the
are you
deals we
gonna
do.
hide
Wait.
It's
All of
always
these
this
deals
way with
Conan,
you two.
are two
Every time I
separate deals.
provide evidence to
We
you,
don't
two,
have
you
to do
dismiss
this,
it.
though.
I don't understand what more type of evidence I have to have.
Would you like
All
me
of
to-
these deals, by the way, are two separate deals because they
Guys,
happen.
we don't have.
separately.
There's a
Lukaku was
reason.
always going
Hold
to
on.
that
There's a
league.
reason why Osimhen is in Galatasaray. There's a reason why. That's because Lukaku signed for them. The player already went the other way. We wanted Osimhen. We just
Gallagher
decided
to
not to go. Like, what are we doing?
We wanted
No, we
Gallagher
rewriting
to
history.
go
That's
the
what
other
we
way.
doing, Daniel.
No.
We
Why we
doing-
gotta rewrite
we
history to
rewriting
make it
history
seem
so
like
it makes
we didn't try to
sense
sign
to
him?
them. That's what it is. We
No.
just gonna rewrite the entire history of it so it can make sense to what they feel is right.
Joey,
That's what it is.
Joey.
Bro,
Are you-
I'm tired of it. We've argued about
Joey,
this.
I
hundreds
hear
of
you.
times.
I hear you. I just don't
Me
think
and you
that
have
he's-
argued about this
Just because
hundreds of
you
times.
yelled
I don't
at
need
me,
to
you're
fucking.
Okay. All right. Let's not get pissed about it. I mean, Jesus.
Nah, bro, you do this to me all the time. And then all of a sudden, I'm the one that's wrong because I believe.
You're not. No. This
I
is
believe-
it's just how you feel. I
No,
get it.
but
It's
I
how you
believe
feel.
because I believe that I believe journalism, and you believe only certain journalism that fits what you feel.
I don't
Hey,
believe
yeah,
it.
so does everybody in the world, my man.
I believe all journalism.
I believe
Then
that.
you are the most altruistic motherfucker I've ever met.
I have the app. I have the capability.
Bruh.
You know this better than anybody. I have the
I know you
capability
do.
of
I know you
reading
do.
any journalism and actually being able to pull out
No,
what
everybody can believe what they want to believe. Like
Come
right
on,
now,
bro.
Joey,
The
I
first
just
thing-
think
the-
if
the
they
first
really
conversation-
wanted him, they would have paid him.
no, listen,
Sure.
here's the facts. He believes
Sure, I
the
agree
exact
with you.
same-
If they
hold on,
really
he believes
wanted
the
him, they would have
exact
paid
same
him.
Journalists as well. That's my problem.
It's just they
'Cause
just
you
the
believe
guy
Fab-
wanted too much
You
money,
believe
and they were like,
Fabrizio when
It
he
was the
comes in and
wages.
says,
I
We signed this
I
kid,
could hear that.
but now you
I
don't
can hear
believe
that.
it.
But it's just
Ridiculous,
look. They are going to stick to that maxim outside of like the Reece James contract, which I still think they regret. I think that they're just going to stick to their guns on this, and Liam Delap's going to be I don't know, probably 80 million, 100.
Well,
Or sorry,
to be
80,
honest-
80 grand, 100 grand a week.
Cucurella is right around the same number, and they don't regret
Yeah.
that one.
Cucurella is about
Cucurella's
180K a
fit.
week. 180K.
Yeah, he's right around the same number.
But
He's above the wage break. The wage.
You know what though, Joey? I think, and Fofana too. Fofana makes 200.
I think it's.
I think that they regret
Wesley
those deals.
Fofana-
Joey.
I think Mark Cucurella should be an example of what you get when you actually spend money on a player that fits what you have.
Oh, that's an eventuality,
Right.
though. Cucurella, I've loved Cucurella the whole time,
Right,
but
but
there are
I-
players,
but
there are
it
people
has
who really
to be
hated
a-
him.
Bro, it has to be a signal that their best player is on a contract that they don't want him to be on. Their best player this year is on a contract they don't want him to be on.
Who?
It should be a signal that you need to fill some of these other spots with players that have that type of quality, and it may have to cost you. It should
So
be
are
signal.
they reluctant to do this because they're worried about discontent within the locker room? I mean, I'm
No,
really
I don't know
wondering
what.
that.
I don't know what it is. To be honest, I don't know why it's so hard to understand that a senior player that is in their prime of football is getting a contract a bit more than other.
Oh, that's
people.
not hard to understand. These are
Well,
guys
it seems
that
like it. It
No,
seems
hold on,
like
hold on,
they're
hold on.
not
Let me
giving
speak
out
for a
players.
second because I've
They're
been
not
thinking
giving out
about
those
this.
contracts.
It's actually the main reason I came on today. This I do want to say. It is not beyond the pale for a player that, this being life's first occupation, has earned the right to say, hey, I want X amount. I'm 26 and 27 years old. Look, I've earned it, and they have. They have, because this is a very hard sport to be very good at. They've earned the right to say, I want X amount of money. Chelsea has also earned the right to say, we want to buy the 19 or 20-year-old version of you and pay them a third or a fifth of it. And I understand where Chelsea is coming while also saying, God damn, I'd love to buy a 26-year-old, but I get why they don't want to do it. I guess I just see both sides. I'm not riding the fence on this, but I do understand what they're doing, and they are not going to be persuaded otherwise. I don't care if the 57 people, half of them drunk with no fucking ethos, that went and protested, say, we demand this. They don't care.
All right, but
They
that's
don't
not.
care.
We don't have to go there because me and you are sitting here talking, and neither of us would protest.
No, what I'm saying is Chelsea is not going to be persuaded otherwise. They're
Right,
going
but
to do
but
this.
here's the thing, right?
That's my dollar.
Persuaded otherwise when all you have when a few realistic top class signings could take this team right to where they actually want it to be.
Okay.
Like I failed to understand why.
But maybe they don't want it to be there.
I just
Right?
as
Of
a
course
fan
they
base,
want
we
to.
can
Of course
ask
they
the
want to
question
win.
at least.
Come on. Of course they want to fucking win. Give me a break.
You say that, right? But if they did, they would fill the positions that were needed.
Oh no, I mean winning is the best way to make money, Joey.
I get you, but if they did that, if they actually wanted to win, they could have.
No.
They could have filled the positions that were
No,
needed.
they have a plan and they're sticking to it, and I respect them for it.
I'm sorry, but
Why would I respect the plan if I don't think it's going to work?
Not true. This is not.
Then don't fucking watch. Then don't watch. For Christ's sake.
Hold on, stop. This is not even real life.
supporting the club.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's not real life? What about it's not real life?
What do you mean don't watch?
If you give me a minute, I'll explain it. There's two ways you can build a team in modern football. You can buy experience, a few experienced players, and surround them with lesser players and academy players. That's one way. And you better hope those experienced players do not get injured during the season, or you're not doing nothing. The second way is to buy a group of young players, put them in a team together, and let them learn and grow together. So when they're all ready to go, you have a 4 or 5 year window where you just dominate. Those are the two ways you can build a team. Okay?
Justice, here's the thing. Justice, before you continue, because I want you to answer this question for me, okay? Before you continue. With what sample size do you have to say that in football, in this sport, that building an entire young team and building it up together, where is the history of those teams winning anything?
Ajax
win. They didn't win.
They went to the Champions League semifinal a couple years ago.
Win shit though.
You're talking one example in 1 year ever.
He
You're talking
asked
about-
for an example, Scott. I
No,
gave
no,
him
no,
an
no, no.
example.
Scott, let me finish.
Okay.
What Ajax, that
They didn't
league
win. What
over
you
there
talking about?
is what to us compared to our team, compared to our league. It's the 7th or 8th or 9th league in the fucking world.
I mean,
compared
it
to
used
the
to be where we
Premier
did our money laundering.
Okay,
That's not
see how you
relevant.
want him to change the subject?
Where's the relevance?
Like, what does that have to do with anything?
I was just making a
I-
joke,
I-
Joey. Holy
I get
shit,
you.
man.
I get you,
Come
but
on.
we're having a conversation. Like
I know,
this
I know.
is like there is no history of a team being built in this manner with all young players going through at the same. We're basically building the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's what we're doing. And nobody still with all Oklahoma City Thunders fucking 50. They're 100 games over fucking everybody in the West. Nobody believes they're gonna win shit. So
I mean,
why
Manchester United
Why?
in the 90s would beg to differ, bro.
Manchester
Sorry.
United in the 90s? You're really gonna
Manchester
do
United
that?
in the 90s.
You want me
What?
to bring up all the old heads that were in the in that
What?
92 team? You want me to bring up all the old heads?
I just look.
Bro, see, that's what I'm saying, bro.
What?
There's no actual history
United
of a football
United
team
praise
doing
wasn't that it
what
was
we're
young players,
doing
it was that it
and
was
winning.
academy guys.
Yeah,
It
Joey,
wasn't
I
still
think
an
one of the
entirely
look.
young
Oh, hold on.
team.
Look, the reason that we're
Ridiculous.
doing this is because the financial rules of football have changed.
No,
They
that's
just
not
have,
right.
and if you guys don't want to admit that, that's fine. You want to think that it's still 2017
But
and
that's
people are going to
still
spend
irrelevant,
120.
bro.
Hold on, well, I'm
That's
making my
still
fucking
irrelevant.
point. Can I speak? Can I speak?
You
Thank
want to make a point that's irrelevant? That's fine.
It's
You can
not
continue.
irrelevant.
It
It is
is.
quite literally the reason we're doing this.
All right,
How is
I'll
it
tell you
illegal?
why it's
Really, you could say
irrelevant. I'll
because
tell
they
you
want
why
to
it's
make money.
irrelevant when you're done.
I don't know
I'll
why.
tell you why it's irrelevant when you're done. Go ahead.
Okay. Football. When the Neymar deal happened, when the Ousmane Dembele deal happened, when Philip Coutinho was sold, when Gareth Bale was sold, and when Griezmann was sold, those deals were irrational deals. And even Mbappe went for, I believe, 190 million. Those were irrational deals.
Sure.
And I mean, I imagine that all of the sporting directors and the owners of these clubs were looking at themselves and saying,
I
"This
didn't
is
smoke enough weed to do
unsustainable.
this
We
today."
cannot fucking spend this amount of money because if this is going to be the way that the NBA is going, where all these salaries now have $300 million contract, they can't do that. There's too many teams. There's too many
What are you
teams.
talking about?
And so I just then COVID happened, and I'm sure that a lot of owners were actually a little tiny bit grateful that COVID happened because it equalized the market and it made the spending go down. And the reason is because these guys can't fucking afford it, Joey. They can't afford these things anymore. All right, so the new model is younger players, cheaper players. We're just there first. We're ahead of the curve, but we're not the last to do this. United wants to do this. Liverpool wants to do this. We're just first. And it stings because Chelsea fans want this to be 2004 again. It's fucking not, man. There
That's
were rules
literally
against it.
not it.
Hey,
That's
Louis,
not it.
we're-
Can I
we're
can I
already
can I go why can I say why it's
Well,
irrelevant
well,
now?
Hold
ahead,
on, hold
Joey.
on. Daniel, go on, Daniel.
because I know me and Lewis have done this before. Where are we currently in terms of wages in the league? Are we not top three?
Wages. Yeah, I think we're top 3 for wages for the wage
Okay.
bill in the league.
Okay.
Let me
I was
just
just- that-
double.
that
Oh,
was
I'm talking about
interesting.
transfer
All
fees.
this-
I'm talking about
All
transfer
this
fees.
work.
Fourth.
Did we not spend 100 mil on 100 mils on center mids?
2.
Did we not spend 60 mil or 65 mil on a winger in the summer?
Then what are you
Did we
complaining
not
about?
just spend 40 mil on a 17-year-old? But we don't have money to spend. All this is choice. That's
Yeah,
what I
100%.
can agree with. It's because they're being forced to do this in this way. That's bullshit. They have a plan, cool, but they're choosing to do this. They're choosing to spend money this way. They're
As
choosing
opposed
not
to
pay
what? Having
whatever
a gun
wages
to
they
their
wanna
head?
spend.
Of course they're choosing to do this.
Yeah,
That's
let me
not,
ask
that's
you a
not some
question.
grand
Only an
gesture.
idiot would take it that way.
I
If somebody's suggesting, if someone's suggesting, oh, the market and because of the spending of Neymar and all this other bullshit is the reason why they're spending this, and I'm
Oh,
saying
no, that's my
not the reason why.
argument. I'm not
It's 'cause
saying it's
they're
a fact.
choosing
I'm
to
saying
do
it's
it.
my
So
argument,
then what the fuck are we
buddy.
talking about? I'm disagreeing with your argument. It makes no sense by their spending habits.
It certainly makes sense to me. And you called me
Of
an
course it
idiot, so I
does.
guess
That's
I
why-
don't know what I'm
of
talking
course.
about.
Daniel, let me ask you a
I
question.
don't think you do.
If you have 40K and you want to go get a car and you have a choice between a new car and a used car, which one are you buying?
Depends on what I want.
Good.
Okay. Most people can buy.
That's the guy we're dealing with, Jared. That's the guy we're dealing with.
That's the guy we're dealing with.
You don't have to
What
worry
is
about what
trucks?
happened to the car in the past.
Construction.
He doesn't
So
want to give an
here's the
answer because
point.
he's
Here's
afraid
the
of the
point that's
answer.
irrelevant.
About cars.
Comparing
Here's
this
the
to
point
cars,
that's irrelevant.
any relevant.
Like your
I
whole
haven't been able to make
any
a fucking
fucking relevant.
point
Well,
yet.
one at a
Keep
time,
talking
guys.
over
This
me.
whole
Let
thing
me
is
make
so
my
Well,
point.
one at a
Let me
time.
make my
people.
point.
Go on, Justice. Go
When
on,
you
bro.
buy a player, the money doesn't disappear. The money becomes the player. It's an investment. Now, if you have enough investments that you cannot get a return on, you go grow. Chelsea are buying young players because even if you miss on a young player, they're still worth money in the transfer market. And you can continue to pump that money back into the team to buy other players. If you then buy too many experienced players and then cannot sell them on, that money then disappears. And you have to then account for it.
Yeah, Jared, I mean, look,
That's a fantastic argument. I'll go back to what Joey said earlier. That's a fantastic. That's amazing. That doesn't translate in football to fucking winning. It never has done.
Okay.
are we top four? Are we top four? Just checking.
It's,
Does
Right
top
now we're
four
fifth.
get us a
Right
trophy?
now we're fifth.
it allows
It allows us the eligibility to win one. I
we
love
wouldn't
that
have
argument. I
champions
love that
yet,
fucking argument. All these
It's
guys are
such a
top four is not a
fucking,
trophy.
it's such a fucking Arsene Wenger type of fucking
Bro,
thought
it's
process,
Arsenal
bro.
fan mentality is what it
That's
is.
such an Arsene Wenger thought process, bro. We're like just because we make top four, bro. Just because we make top four doesn't mean shit.
It allows us
doesn't
the
mean
eligibility to win a
Okay,
lot of money
You
and
know what it
perhaps the
does?
biggest trophy.
You know what it actually does? You know what it actually does? It actually allows us to spend money. That's what it should.
Yes,
That's what it should.
yes.
Okay, so
What
now
the fuck are we talking about?
listen,
Of course it does.
You want me to. That's the only thing it does. It allows us to spend money. So now, if we
Yes.
get into the top four, we shouldn't be seeing problems with wage structure. Correct or no?
No, but Neymar went for 100.
No, Daniel.
but
Let him answer the question.
Neymar went for that though.
Let him answer the question.
What's
So
the question?
when we get in the Champions League, we shouldn't have issues with our wage structure buying these types of players that we need, right?
What types of players do we need, Jared?
Let's say Gyökeres.
Yeah, he's not going to be demanding the wages of Oshman.
Why not?
I just don't think he will. It's an
He has every
opinion.
right. I'll be
Did he
completely
tell
honest.
you?
He has every
He
right.
has every right to. I mean, he has
and
every
we
right.
have every right, and we have every right to say no.
That's fine, and you'll be in the same position you're in this season. With
Oh
a-
no, that's again. See, I love the way that you speak. You speak in such a consequentialist tone, but that doesn't mean you're fucking right, Scott.
Well, we're styling lately on the way, so it doesn't matter.
That's fine. And then,
I'm
we can
speaking in
sign
a
players like
vibe
Liam
tone,
Delap,
and like
we'll
it's
get
all
Liam
going
Delap
to work
result.
out just because I
That's
feel like it.
fine.
Doesn't
Here's
mean
the
love that you
problem.
believe
Here's the
everything you
problem
say,
with this.
Scott.
I love this whole Liam Delap situation. Okay,
I
'Cause
love it too.
It really irritates me actually because why is it that fucking Liam Delap is now all of a sudden the right player when we had Duran right there last year and we had Samu right there last year when we needed a fucking striker this year? We didn't do nothing. We sat on our hands.
Joey,
Nobody
who
wanted
wanted
I'm
Duran
not
and
saying
Samu?
you, Carlito. I'm not saying you, but nobody wanted these fucking players. So now we're sitting on her. Now we're saying, oh, we want the lap. When we just did this last year with two other players and we skipped on them.
I
What
think
makes
it's
you think
very
we don't
obvious that
want
Chelsea
these ones?
wants the lap. It's very
Look.
obvious.
It was very obvious Chelsea wanted Duran too. It was very obvious because we went in for him in January and then we basically nearly fucking stopped the Disasi deal from actually going through because Villa fucked us on it. It was very clear that we wanted Duran. See,
They don't have to sell to us,
bro,
though,
it's
Joey.
there's always something with it, bro. It's like this Delap. What is Delap really gonna do for us? A fucking striker who's been going down with this championship team. What is he gonna do for us? We need an actual guy who's gonna be the leader of our line.
I
Nico
will come
Jackson,
back to this
obviously,
conversation when
you're not
he's-
even getting a guy who's gonna really who's gonna take Nico out of his position potentially. You don't even
Joey,
know if I can.
I will come back to this conversation when he wins his first game with us.
Aren't we
We'll come
just
back to this
asking for a
conversation.
box, a bag man? Somebody, a
When he
target
wins
box
his first
target?
game with the what?
Isn't that
A
what
bag man. Oh, a bag man. Let me do this for you.
He didn't even
Let me
say
do this
after
for
he
you
scored
real
20
quick.
goals. After he
Let me
scored
do this
20
for you
goals.
real quick.
When he wins
After
a
he
game
wins
with
his
us,
first-
bro,
What kind of
he could
bullshit
be
is
the
this?
worst player on the pitch, but when he wins a game with us, it's just
What kind
we're
of
wrong.
bullshit?
Did I say with us or for us, Scott? Because you're such a semantics guy. I was
Again,
gonna say something I didn't
again,
say.
you're going to bring up his Ipswich numbers. Where
Yeah, because he's getting
Yeah, but
all the
this is the thing,
service
though,
that
yeah.
he would get at Chelsea.
hell,
You guys love making false equivalencies.
Bro,
It's
what
just
did
a
he
great
do in the
conversation.
championship? What did he do in the championship then?
it's the championship.
Okay,
I
but
think that he's going to bang for Chelsea.
We're
Hey,
doing the
what
same
did-
baseline.
what-
Gyökeres has only scored in the championship in Portugal. When Portugal, fucking Darwin Nunez scored nearly 40 goals.
Yorker's scored in Champions League, my
What are
man.
you talking about? What did he do in the championship? He
I
scored
scored.
8 goals.
Okay.
3 of them were pens. Fucking, at least Gyökeres has 20 goals in the championship. Like, what are we talking about here?
Did he lose
Joey,
himself?
I gotta
What are we
ask you
talking
this,
about
man.
here?
Are you going to be this negative when he plays for Chelsea next season?
Oh, negative and that. All right.
Oh, this whole
Negative.
positivity
Yeah, I mean-
bullshit.
Well, listen, everything is emotional, right? They're just
I know that sports,
It's vibe.
politics, sex, everything is emotional. I understand
It's
that.
vibe.
But dude, Joey, I think you're going to exasperate yourself, and I'm worried about you, man. I'm worried about you. I like you.
What?
Bro, don't have to worry about me, bro. I smoke weed. I'm fine.
Wait, dude,
I
by
don't
the way,
I don't need nobody to worry about
you
me.
are
I'm
the
fine.
angriest hippie I have ever met.
Bro,
in
you
my
know,
life.
I ain't a hippie. That's your funny. That's the funny part. I ain't a hippie, so don't
Fair
you don't
enough.
have to put me in
Fair
that
enough.
category.
Fair
Like
enough.
what I just don't grasp, bro, is why you're so adamant about these situations when you're the same person that
Stay up,
screams.
Melina.
No, you're the same person on every single after every game that screams no more teenagers. But
Yes.
yet here we are buying teenagers and you're supporting them.
Oh, there's
17.
exceptions to the rule. I just don't want guys like Achiempong and Shim to be on this team. I don't.
Action Pong is actually good, so I hope it's helpful.
No, as long as- listen,
I'm
as long
sorry
as
that
they're
I
not
disagree with you, Scott. I know that you think when you say something, it's a maxim. It's not. It's an opinion.
Listen, as long as they're not covered,
Aren't you
they
the
can
same
be
guy who
16
flip-flopped on
and they
Enzo
can
Fernandez?
play, bro.
Say again?
It is what it is, bro. I'm never gonna change your mind.
Enzo Fernandez. How do you feel about Enzo now? I'm interested because you hated him when he was shit, but you loved him when he was good. So I'm really interested.
He still wants him gone, so
Oh,
Yeah,
fair enough.
he's great on the ball. He's terrible
Do
off
you know
it.
what? Do you know what? Fair enough. At least you've managed to be consistent about Enzo once. Fair enough.
He is great on the ball. He's a terrible defender, and therefore he's bad at half of his job. I've been very
We got
consistent.
to Miss Melina.
Yeah, big up to Melina, man. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
Super chat.
That's the large up Lewis,
She's
Ryan,
here for
Gareth.
3 people. She is not here for
that
anybody
is
else.
that's a big super chat.
Yeah, big up Melina. Thank
She's
you
the
for
best. She's the fucking best.
that. All the
Love
best
Melina.
on all the best until
Yeah, you
tomorrow.
you
though.
guys can
Tomorrow
stop
we're
tagging
ending.
me in your little fan fucking Boston Celtics little things too. On any time the Knicks and the Celtics come and play each other, you can stop tagging me.
Joey,
in that.
man. Did you miss out on steak
Joey,
and blowjob day
Joey,
yesterday?
is this because you're losing? Come on, man.
Did you miss out on steak and blowjob day yesterday?
Yeah, Melina, thank you. I'm very appreciative. So big up
Come
to you,
on, man.
Melina.
Don't be a hater.
Big up, Melina. Melina, podcast tomorrow. Don't be late.
Although you're an op tomorrow,
consistent.
you're an op.
She's
That's
toast
what-
tomorrow. She's
Yeah.
toast tomorrow.
See, that's why I
Your
know.
friends till tomorrow and all that. Oh, go on! Yes!
Me too.
Get in!
Oh, go. Let's go.
Who's on up on goal?
Oh, go.
Another kid. Mad.
It's not like it.
Sorry, that delivery sent
Oh,
me,
Scott, you don't want to be Brighton, pal. Come on now.
bro.
We are Brighton.
I
We
don't
are.
think so. I don't think so.
What do you mean?
Brighton.
In what way are we not Brighton?
In what way?
Spend
What
50,
way are we
spend
Brighton?
55
Oh,
mil
we
on
have
Andre.
considerably more money.
In what way are we Brighton?
Yeah,
We're on the
that's
same
so
level
unlucky.
playing.
We're Brighton with a
out
bigger.
of the
We're
league.
Brighton with a bigger budget.
Yeah, I like the way Brighton plays.
We don't even play the same way.
Go a little step
That was
further.
going out.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that's probably an own goal
Are we
still.
not-
Yeah.
Are we
That
not
is
gonna
a
win
goal.
league,
Going out.
league titles or no? Is that not the goal?
So
No?
Brighton's goal is
Oh man, this new guy's having a tough time at City, huh? Jeez.
We were in for him.
That
What
is
happened?
so
That's what you get when you get a 20-year-old center
Oh,
back. who doesn't know
Joey, you took the words
been
right
in
out of my
the
mouth.
league
Pause.
in
That's what
their life.
happens when you start a
So that's
20-year-old.
never happened to an experienced center back. That is never an own goals never come from an experienced center
And
back.
yet you guys
Oh,
want to
yeah,
play
no,
Josh
but
that's what we're
Giampo.
saying.
You see,
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
what are you talking
That's the
about?
argument
That's
we
what
made.
we're saying,
Five
Justin.
mistakes in
That's the
7
argument we-
games. How
That's
about
the
5
exact
mistakes in
argument we
7
made.
games
I
leading to
told
a
you were
goal?
listening.
See, what are we doing? See,
But you just said it's because of his age that own goal
bro,
happened.
it's just because of
Justin's
his
trolling,
age. He
man.
keeps making
We're talking
mistakes
about fucking
over and
own
over and over
goals.
again. He's not experienced.
That's not his
Over and
first.
over and over
You're
again.
That's not his
He keeps
first
making
error.
mistakes.
Because experienced players don't score own goals. Is that what you're saying?
Lewis, the
Again, I'm
talking
glad you
over
were
thing is
listening.
bad content, man. The guys
Nah,
gotta stop
I'm
talking
I
over
know,
each
but
other.
I can't help it, guys. Just
Oh my
Stop,
God.
stop talking over people, man.
Calma.
Yeah.
Calma.
So let's make
No,
sure
go on,
we
Justin.
sign 40-year-old center backs because they won't score own goals.
I'm glad you were listening. I'm glad that was.
Yeah,
that was
I'm glad you took the context and made an absolutely imbecilic point in the end.
Joey, if your first point is imbecilic, we can make fun of
I'm
it.
so glad you took that context and did
Hey,
that
look at
way,
the panel.
bro.
It goes
So
on the
glad.
panelists.
I really
That's
do not.
hilarious.
I really do not understand how you get that from that. But good job. Good job.
No, because that's creative
Like
though.
I just don't.
You gotta be
just
creative to
don't
go
get
from
how you
No,
just
Joey,
go
do
from all the
that
Joey,
way
type
no,
of
man.
correlation in the end, bro.
Joey, you know
Joey,
what's
of
funny?
course you get it, bro. You're smart enough to get it. Of course you get it.
That's I get it because it's retarded. Because I'm dumb. I mean, I must be dumb. I
Well,
must
there
be
you
dumb.
go.
That's why I get it, bro.
Welcome to the
I
show.
must I must have lost a bit of IQ to just join him into that IQ range when he was speaking about this. I must have been there. I'm sorry. I don't know how else to
Wobbs,
put it.
if you ever change, I will stop being your friend. Don't ever
I'm never
change.
gonna be anybody but this.
Don't ever change. I fucking
I'm
love you,
never
buddy.
gonna be anybody but this.
I know.
People
man.
keep telling me this Baleba guy's good.
Straw
Keep
man-
telling me
straw
that,
man-
son.
straw man island.
Keep telling me that.
Oh,
Keep
man.
telling me this guy Baleba guy's good, bro.
Hey,
Swear to
people
God.
say he's worth 100 million now.
No, yeah, he's worth 100 million. My fucking ass.
Well, I don't know anything about your ass, so I'm gonna pass on that comment.
You know.
He's
That's
just,
why-
he's
that-
just
that's why it
teeing them
makes
up for
sense.
you, Jared.
That's
He's just
why it
teeing
makes
them
sense.
up for you.
That's why it makes sense because you
Thank
don't
you.
know nothing about my ass. You don't know nothing about 100 million.
Oh man.
No, I've
So
never made
so
100
Joey,
million.
Joey, are you
Yes,
are
you
you
have
still
to.
gonna watch though? If you're so pissed at the sporting directors, are you still gonna watch?
Motherfucker, I watch every game 2 times a week.
All right.
Every
good,
game twice.
Good.
What we
good,
talking
good.
about?
Come on, bro. We Chelsea first.
I know, but if all of a
What
sudden
kind of
we
shit?
correct all our
But here's the
problems,
thing, bro. I could be, I don't fucking like Tibbs. I let him be because I still fucking like. I don't say Tibbs out every single week.
apparently
I
Mikal Bridges doesn't like him either, bro.
I've been wanting Tibbs out for 4 years. Not every week I'm saying here Tibbs out, Tibbs out, Tibbs out. He
Dude.
still should be the fuck on.
I think you need to switch to Indica.
Yeah,
Jared,
you
nah,
know what I
that's
think?
not fun enough
I hear
for me.
it.
That's not
Jared,
fun
you
enough
know
for
what I
me.
think? I think if there was
Not fun
nothing to
enough for
complain
me.
about, Chelsea fans would deem
I
it
got shit to
necessary
do.
to invent things to
I
complain
got
about.
shit to do. I got shit to do. I ain't
I
smoking.
understand, bro, but
I got shit to
it's
do.
making you a little angry.
I know.
Nah,
So
not
speaking
angry.
of shit to do,
You
Lewis,
made me
thank
angry.
you for allowing me on,
motherfucker-
buddy.
See,
Go
don't
on.
take blame. Don't
What's
make
that?
the weed. It's
Go
not the
on.
weed. It's me.
Oh, how the fuck do you not get to that?
Why do we want this?
Wow.
It went right through his legs, didn't it?
All right, hey Lewis, I gotta head out, but
Why do we
hey
want
guys,
Brighton to win?
Hi,
thanks for the chat, buddy.
Carlito. Great to have you on as always. Great to chat.
It was fun. Joey almost had
You
an
like to rile
aneurysm. It
me
was
up,
great.
surprise.
Hey, I gotta go build a fence.
No worries, Jesters, man. Great to have you on as
That's
well,
the shit
bro.
I ever heard.
Have a great weekend,
What?
bro.
Hey, my fence blew over.
I'm
I
just
built a
saying.
new
Hey,
one.
I'm just saying, bro. Hey, you from Texas, so why does it matter? No matter. That's some Texas ass shit, though.
I don't have fences
Balls.
in Arizona.
I don't got my fence is made out of brick, bro. I don't have to deal with that.
No, well, my back wall's made
It's
out
a
of
wall.
brick, but yeah, it's a fence.
Yeah, but it's a fence.
Okay. Yeah, cinder block wall.
Yeah.
I know. We had one in Arizona too.
Bro.
Later, bro.
Take care, brother. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Bless up, man.
Big up Justice. Big up.
Bro, I did not want to do this today.
I'll say you came on all. Do you know what's nuts? You came on all calm, like everything was good, and it took like 15 minutes, like tops.
I told you I didn't want. I messaged Lewis. I was like, bro, if I knew that was gonna happen,
I just seen it. Oh fuck it up.
Nah, y'all had a 2-man step of gaslighting, man.
Yeah, no, the false equivalencies. Something said it earlier, bro. Like false.
It is what it is, Scott. Scott, let's not give him that much more energy, son. We already gave him enough energy. We already gave them enough energy at this point.
Maldini, I'm getting shadow banned. They're shadow banning me. They're fucking shadow banning me and all of that. I think that's the right term for it.
Elon Musk and them.
So I'm gonna be honest. I've never gotten your notifications, but they're always your streams always come up on my what's it called, on my like when I'm like looking for YouTube shit to watch. It always comes up. But Rants, I get all of his notifications, but his YouTube streams never come up on the search. Never. I always have to search Rants' stream to be able to watch it.
Yeah, I just think it's an algorithm thing. Like sometimes it will show, sometimes it don't. I just don't take it too serious no more.
Yeah, but why is it showing Blues Brothers? And no offense to Charlie, but I don't watch your show, right? But I watch Rants every day.
I'm not sure, to be honest. Really, I don't really know how it works.
You know what I'm saying? That don't even make any sense to me.
Yeah, the whole thing doesn't, because sometimes people get updates, sometimes people don't.
It's mad weird. That's all I'm saying.
Come on.
Inconsistencies with the algorithm. That's what I think it comes down to.
Yeah, I watch Rants every day.
What the hell are we doing? Pass me with the Batman, this shit.
And for me, it's always either Rants or Lee Gunner. Usually, I have one of them two on.
Yeah, I don't watch.
Like I got a range.
I don't watch Lee as much unless he's like doing panel shows. Lee on his own is just it's a ride. Lee on his own.
Yesterday Lee just spent all night cooking that random owner.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I went in there for like 5 minutes just to see what the fucking conversation was, bro. He was just going through the comments.
Bro, he cooked up for like 2 hours, went to drop his missus off at the airport, came back and set another stream and cooked her for another 4. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That guy's work rate is unreal, though. I'll give him that.
Yo, don't ever make an enemy out of Lee Gunner, you know.
He got time, bro. He got time, bro. He got time. Lee got
he'll
time,
make money
bro.
doing it.
Yeah, and he'll make he got his job is his job. He's made his job the fact that he's got time.
Mm-hmm.
He's got time for everybody, and he makes money from anybody who wants to step up to the plate. Literally.
I love it. I
bro,
love that.
He's good too. He's good too, bro. And it's not like he's not good at his craft.
You know what's funny? The longer he streams, the more drunk he gets.
The more drunk he gets.
Yeah, and then the funnier he gets later on.
So you just gotta see like what hour his stream's at, and then you just kind of slide in there.
He's got a little can on the side.
And then he'll say, I'll only do.
He'll always say, "I'm not drunk." Too is the funny part. Like, no matter how drunk he is, I'm not drunk. He'll be slurring through his fucking.
Fuck's sake.
Joey, he goes, "I'm only doing 20 minutes," and then it's like 2 hours later, he's still there.
Savić.
He's a top guy, man.
Yeah,
he's got time to speak to anybody. As long as you're respectful to him, he's willing to speak to anybody, man. He's a good guy.
100%.
Savić dropped a cold 2 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
If it's negative energy, he'll give it back a million times worse.
Yeah, I remember last summer, me and him had an argument over Osimhen just on Northside's channel. I think it was just like a random Northside like free chat channel.
Like the panel streams and that.
Yeah. And like I jumped on because I've been a Northside fan for a very long time. So like before he even had his channel, I was a fan of Northside actually.
Oh my god, again. What are we doing at the back, man? Fuck's sakes.
Can't now.
Yeah, at least
like
man.
Fucking statues.
Yeah, one day I'm gonna go visit him in Spain. One day.
Yeah, that shit would be dope.
Probably spend an international break on there or some shit.
Who came on for him?
Savio.
No, who came on for Savio? Bernardo.
Bernardo. Oh, here's Doku with the
There has to
ball.
be like this City team is
Cross
gonna
it!
need brand new winger options. They
course
need
it
like
does.
Yeah, we need
They
a
need
we need
two-
a people.
they
But
need
they
like
don't get
2
all
more
the
wingers
people
at
easy.
least. Yeah, I would not be surprised if they put Phil Foden up for sale. I really wouldn't.
I would.
For me, they need to sort out their midfield.
I really wouldn't, bro.
I think there would be
Yeah,
others that they put up for sale before him personally.
For sure. But if let's just say they do get Wirtz, I think Phil might want to leave.
I think that's
No,
different. Yeah,
no,
if there was an offer that came in and he didn't say he definitely wanted to stay, I think they would sell him.
Fraser, what you think, bro? What you
But
think?
I don't think they would. I don't think they're going to actively look to sell him, even
Yeah.
if they get Wirtz in. It's more a case of if he asks to leave, or if they get a good enough offer. Like say they're not going to, right? But say a big team like a PSG or something comes in for like 60, 70 mil. They'll
Dude, I
accept
feel
that.
like PSG could come hunting in our league this year, and Liverpool could be one of them teams that could see PSG coming through. Liverpool or Arsenal could see like PSG coming through and putting a decent bid on like even like an Odegaard or Konate. Like I could see either of those guys going. Both those guys could potentially I could see going to PSG. Yeah, like or Timber. Like Timber.
CP, we ain't gonna go for Doku.
Joey.
Huh?
Look, Grealish
Can
is
I-
gonna go.
That's the thing. But here's the thing, right? Like you guys make the one thing that I know that I don't have to worry about with cities. They make a good amount of money from their academy. So selling a guy like Foden is like last on their resort list, right? Like I don't expect it to happen.
Oh, a dive for Doku.
I could just see it. That's the
Oh,
only
shit,
thing. I could see it. I could even see PSG coming in for Phil Foden. I could definitely see it. They sell like Kangan, Lee, and like maybe like Due. They could spend that money on Foden if they wanted to.
I don't know if they would. I don't know.
I don't think they would either because I think PSG's model now is really going French. So that's why I think Konate might be someone that they would go and get.
I don't think it's just French. I just think it's like they're just going a bit more.
But they are going really. They like they've gotten their
They
midfield.
are going more French, but I don't think that's like it's just French. Like I think it's definitely geared more towards getting more French players in. But I think it's also married with a bit of like they're still going for big players, but instead of just going for every big player, they're going for big players.
Exactly. Yeah. Scott. Sorry about that. Yeah.
I don't know about that, bro. I don't know.
Your phrase is spot on.
Because like the VAR deal I kind of get. Oh my God, Bernardo Silva. How did you or Marmoush should have had a hat trick, bro.
You should have scored there, bro.
That should have been his hat trick right there.
No, it would have been a second. It would be a second.
It would have been a second goal.
Yeah, not a hat-trick.
Yeah. Alan scored the first. Sorry.
He was offside. I'll be honest. When they counted. I was going to ask actually because I know CP brought up the whole Doku thing. What are you man's thoughts on the article or the thing that came out from the Athletic about us wanting 5 wingers for 2 positions?
I think that's exactly what it should be.
5 wingers for 2 positions. Does that mean we're like revamping the whole winger situation?
But no, I think
that's too much, especially if the guys are super young and they need game time.
Yeah, I think that's too much.
That's where that's good enough if everybody's like super kind of experienced and know
what a save, Ortega.
They could not play for about 5 games and come in.
I disagree, bro.
17 okay, we'll see how it works out. If you're sitting on the bench and all you have on is 10 minutes, 15 minutes, people think that's enough time for you to play your best.
Right?
It's not. You need to play.
Right. So we're going under the estimation that we're playing Champions League, correct?
Yeah.
Let's use that.
So 5, in my opinion, 5 wingers is the exact number you need. If 5 wingers it may be 1 too many at most.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's 1 too many.
It may be 1 too many. But realistically, if you have a guy who could play both sides, and that guy is like a Tyreek George or something like that, then that's where my thought process was.
I don't think he's the fifth though. I think I think the five.
I see where you guys are going, but we also, I mean, it just depends on who our wingers are.
Like,
you know
well, for me, I think our five would be Noni, because I don't think with this 5 thing he gets sold. Neto, maybe Sancho if we do that deal. Like I know there was
I think
that
Sancho.
report.
I think this whole conversation with Sancho is like we're putting pressure on Manchester United pretty much. Like,
but I don't know why, because like bro,
think about it this way, right? If it ends up hurting our direct rivals because they have to end up selling him and he's still on 300K a week.
No, I understand, but what I'm saying is like we're already getting him for a cut price. Like I'll be real, I don't think you can get him for much less than 25, and you shouldn't really. Like I think Sancho is worth 25, and like it's worth potentially more in this market. I'm saying like you, so it's not.
I don't think you sell him, but I don't think you sell him. But
no, my thing is like, I don't.
If there's a winger being sold this summer, it's going to be Nani, but that's just a whole nother.
Yeah, like, but well, my point was, I think we're getting. I think we have Noni, Neto. I think Sancho will stay. Whether he then gets sold is debatable. So him, Esteval, because I think they said they want to get a right-footed in the same article or the same thing. It said a right-footed winger.
Yep, correct. So it's a left-footed right winger, a right-footed left winger, in my opinion.
Well, they just said right-footed left winger, but you assume it's going to be. They just said right-footed winger. Sorry, but you assume
it's probably left-footed.
That's why I think it's going to be Noni, Neto, Sancho, Esteval, and one other, which like could work. But I'll be real. I kind of see what Daniel says. This way for me, I think 5 is one too many. I think 4 is enough because, like, yes, we're going to play a lot of games, but I think you've already seen this season at times that the rotation of wingers is only really.
My streaming bugged out.
I think the rotation of wingers only really happen with injuries, and I'll be honest, or shit form, to be honest, actually as well a little bit.
I don't want to agree with that. I think the wingers have been rotated very much so overall.
That's fair. I
think that's like the one area that he actually rotates like often.
Okay, let me rephrase what I said.
And he makes subs there often as well. Like that's where he makes.
Let me rephrase what I'm saying. He does rotate them a lot. I think that's more down to though that our wingers this season, have mostly been average to shit. Like I don't think even when we were in our good period, there were times like he would take Noni out because Noni was playing like ass. Right. And then he'd play Sancho and Neto, and then one of them would play like ass, and then he'd take one of them out, put Noni back in. That's what, like, I don't think it's been rotation to like rest legs. It's been rotation because they've been shit, and that's where I wonder if, like, if we hopefully get to where we want to get, like, and if we do improve, like, say for example, let's just say we get. I'm trying to think who could come in on that left wing. We're not going to get.
Here's the thing. Here's my opinion on this.
Hang on. Before you go, he's the first player that comes to mind. But like, say we get like a Barcola type. Like, I'm being honest. I'm not expecting Barcola to be rotated every week.
Let's say Lookman.
Even Lookman. I'm not expecting Lookman to be rotated every week because that's our starting winger. So that means that's 4 guys potentially fighting for one position to start every week. Like that's
if I'm challenging for Champions League every year.
When you're playing Champions League football, though, you kind of have to have that type of rotation.
If I'm challenging to win it, because players are only going to be happy with minimal minutes if they're winning or if they have a chance of winning. Not just challenging and like.
Here's my recommendation behind this. Okay, here's where I think that this actually ends up working out. Okay, so all right, so we go in with the numbers that you have, right? Even with Nani, I think Nani is kind of like odd man out, like still currently. Like I think we start the season with him, but I could see us in like a January situation end up loaning one of these guys out if they're not playing enough. But like, just in my opinion, like with injuries and like low and workload, because a lot of these wingers, like pretty much all of them, other than Jadon Sancho, are probably going to be internationals. With load and all of that, and the other thing is that you have to understand with Lookman, he'll be going to AFCON. So if it's Lookman or Semenyo, which is the 2 wingers that we're actually like linked with, like heavily linked with, and they both fit that profile of obviously the right-footed, like both those guys are going to be gone in January on top of it. So like 5 kind of actually makes, once you put everything into it's not to me, it's not an real overload. If with 5, if one of those 5 is African, just for the sake of
it's an overload, bro. Like
I know, I don't think so. I don't
seen
think
this with Felix and these guys, like who've gotten 0 minutes. It's
I don't think so,
2
bro.
strikers to get injured for someone like Nkunku to get it. Overall, it's like it's just too many players you're overloading those like areas, especially if someone picks up form. If someone isn't great, you've seen with a lot of managers, they're not going to rotate if players are doing what they want them to do. Like
okay, but I guess
KDH
my problem is I always wonder this. Why does it feel like every time we get to a point in this sense, like unmitigating circumstances happened, and we had 5 wingers, including Tyreek George, right, this year. Now we're left with 2. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate this feeling of being short. Like that's, to me, if 5 feels comfortable.
But if players don't get
Joey, I understand. I fully understand, by the way, just quickly. I understand. The issue is that we have seen before with our club, and obviously that was before these guys got it. Wasn't really, but also kind of like we had that issue of like you can be scared and I understand. My answer to that is just get rid of the injury-prone players. I'm gonna be so honest. Like that's why I'm selling Lavia and I'm selling Fofana. So you don't have this issue. Like, because yes, players will get injured, but you can mitigate it other ways. But just get rid of the players that are likely to get injured. So get rid of those 2, and you don't have to worry about.
I get where, but those shoes price tags are so high. It's
fair enough.
Different.
Like that's the idea.
I hear it though. I hear it, Scott. I hear you. In the end, like to me though, like if Jadon Sancho sit in the bench, bro, like what am I worried about? He's making around 100. Like, I'm not worried about it that much. Like, if he wants to be angry that he's sitting the bench to Adamana Lookman, like that, it earn your spot then, dude. Like, I don't really have this, like, even if it's an overload, fine. Like, I would rather have like the strength in competition than fucking just like
it did not work this year, bro.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say we've seen it not work. We've seen it under Potter.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's not gonna work? How do you know that?
Because
when City were winning titles, bro, they had 4 to 5 wingers that they were using at all times.
Winning titles. You know what you just said?
So why can't we be that though? Why do we have to leave ourselves short and then be like, we're not winning, so we don't get to have this? It don't make sense.
Get to a point that why are you overloading one area before you solve other areas?
But it's not.
Wait, who got the
Daniel, about the let me finish talking. I'm saying the exact same thing about if this player will go to AFCON or not. If that's a problem for you winning a league title, then you solve it then. We're not even at that point.
Why can't it be?
By the way, just on this like City thing, City didn't.
See, Daniel, I don't have as much negativity as where you are.
Man, shut up about the negative. I'm not even negative.
You are. You're. How about I believe this league is open for business to be taken. Open for fucking business to be taken. If you go and buy the right thing, you can go and do it.
Well, we need
so why?
How does this make any sense? With the cam position, he played 1 player there. He had 3 cams.
By the way,
rotate.
The thing
you're
is,
talking about 2 totally different positions now. And during the year, we just said it. During the year,
Joey. I think the only it's not. I don't want to say hypothetical situation, but like when you're saying that these players are going to get injured, it's true. You're absolutely right.
Well, not just injuries though. Not just injuries.
I know.
It's injuries. We're going to have halftime.
I get what you're saying.
If you put everything together,
I agree.
It makes sense why 5.
I agree. I completely agree. The only problem is in practice that, like Scott was saying, is like truly once these players do catch form, that rotation stops happening. it stops happening. So in terms of what you were saying with Man City, like we know the types of profiles that they go after. They don't go after any crazy profiles that are going to agitate the team. Therefore, they're okay with sitting on the bench when they're not getting the minutes that they're getting.
I'll be real. There's a difference with City, by the way. Let me explain. The difference with City is none of that. Because I looked at City when they won the treble. They had 4 wingers, but the players they had, like I'll go through the attack, like some of the attackers they had. Hang on, I'll go through the players they had in like to play wing positions. They had Bernardo Silva, Grealish, Foden. They had Alvarez they had Mahrez, and they had Alvarez as well, who could play on the wing, play up front. But that's the thing; they had 4 pure wingers, but also could play a couple of positions. And had one guy.
But I'm thinking.
Hold on.
The Sané Sterling year.
So
like
so
they
my
had 5 wingers with Mahrez and they had a lot of wingers.
When Mahrez was there. Like my thing is like I'm fine. What I would do is have 4 wingers and then you have a 5th guy that can just play 3 or 4 positions in attack. Like you have one guy who can play 3 or 4 positions in attack. That would be my thing. Yeah, that should be Palmer, but it's not really. He plays 10, and that's about it. Will sometimes play on the right, but it's really there. But it's only 10. But like 10 that's not Neto. Neto is both wings. Sancho's both wings. Like Neto up front maybe, but that's really if you're in a position and we shouldn't have to. So Neto's both wings, Sancho's both wings, Noni's one wing, Estevao's on the wing and maybe 10, maybe. And then Palmer, who's number 10. Oh no, sorry, in that position it would be you go and get another winger. So that means you'd have to go and get that other winger we're buying would have to cover like 4 different positions, maybe, in that situation. Otherwise, yeah, like if we're getting 5 wingers, one of those wingers has to be able to cover at least 3 positions. Like I'm talking to both wings and number 10 or both wings and striker, like Alvarez did. Like you can't just go and get a pure winger in that position for me. Otherwise, you have got too many wingers.
And Daniel, for the point that you were making, this does not mean that the order of importance is changing. This is just talking about the fact that we're gonna need wingers eventually. No, you're absolutely right. What's important now is the striker, is the center back.
I guess Scott, now that you've profiled it, right? If we were to get another winger, does Semenyo or Lookman fit those profiles? Would you say?
Lookman, no. Semenyo, yes. I'd say some like Semenyo and Mbeumo would profile that of like they can play striker, they can play both wings, and Mbeumo could probably play 10 in a pinch against a shit team. Like, yes, Lookman, no. Lookman really is like a left winger. Most of like what his good work, I'll say, would be like his left winger, maybe striker, but again, you're never gonna have to play him striker.
He plays like an inside forward for.
Yeah, but most of the time he with Atalanta, he's playing like in a. It's either 2 strikers or 2 10s behind a striker. I can never remember which.
It's both. He does both. Gasperini will change.
He's playing with someone, which we don't play. Like a lot of this as well of what I'm saying is based on what we play in Maresca. If we change systems, then all of my thinking goes out the window, right? Because then it could be something different. But yeah, with him, he's not going to play striker in our system. See, he's only really going to play left wing for me. So that's why he doesn't fit. Like I'd love Lookman, but then you have to then go and get that guy that's going to cover multiple positions. So then you have to sell a winger, which I'm calm with doing. Like the other thing I do, and I've said I'd do this, is I just make Esteval a 10. Like I would just profile him as a 10 going forward and have him as the backup 10 behind Palmer. So and Kunku and Felix to just leave, rip the contracts up, sell them, whatever, and I'd have Esteval as both. He could be right wing cover if we really need him to, but you profile him going forward because he said as well he prefers playing there. Profile him as a number 10 going forward. That's what I do, and then you got your 4 wingers, and that's sorted, and we don't have to have this debate.
And then he can still be a wing option.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can have him as a wing option potentially if you again in a pinch if you're playing at Southampton. I know he won't, but whatever. Like that's how you make it work. But I don't know whether we're going to do that or whether Maresca's going to profile him as winger. Profile him as a winger, then
I guess I just don't know. I don't know like the workload of what Esteval is going to end up getting for it to be. You know what I'm saying? Is he getting the George size workload?
Am I the only one who believes like if you have a player of that level of talent and you believe in him, there should be a plan for him to get a lot of minutes. Right, like that to me.
I think there should be.
If that's the case, then Daniel, then you sell Nani. Then you have to sell Nani.
No, you don't. the way I'm looking at it,
because I think we need a left winger regardless.
The easy option for me is I'm letting Sancho go back to where he came from. But that's just me. But, yeah, sure. If you can sell Nani, you sell Nani. But and Mudryk, obviously. Well, we shoot Mudryk.
Oh shit! How the fuck did he?
Got lucky there.
They got really lucky.
Oh, break. Chance for a break. Oh, a few players have got back.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Like the whole Esteval thing for me is weird because on one hand I agree, if you believe in him that much, we should give him the minutes like we did with Hazard. But at the same time, I know that when if he doesn't hit, because I'm not expecting him to at 18, that's a lot of pressure potentially on one kid's shoulders on the team. It's.
I mean, if you're old enough, you're good enough, bro.
No, 100%. But I just
you're old enough. I mean, he'll be fine. In my opinion, he'll be fine. It's just, to me, it's I get where everyone's coming from. I could see why people could think it's an overload. I just, in the end, that left wing spot is I don't think anyone thinks that Jadon Sancho has secured it per se.
No. I'll be real. If we were to just have the same winger core going forward into next season, say we didn't make a winger signing and we just had the same winger core plus Esteval, I'm starting Neto at left wing next season.
That's kind of my point, right?
And then I'd start I'd start either Noni or Esteval, take your pick on the right hand side, but they're interchangeable.
I'll be really shocked if Esteval comes in and starts.
Well, especially because you have that.
I don't think he starts, but I do think that he's going to get overall in the.
He realistically should be getting at least 30 minutes a game off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to start the game in every game.
Yeah, he needs minutes,
and then in these games against like the relegation, the bottom half sides, he should be starting.
But when you say minutes, Daniel, it can't just be. I'm gonna be it can't just be pity minutes, minutes.
For any player that we've had that's become good for us and a top player in this team, they've gotten a lot of minutes to play
straight away.
So, if you believe it, and this is why it's I'm not. I'm not into collecting a whole bunch of guys because I feel like you have to have one guy and just give him minutes because that's what the manager's going to do anyway. He's not going to give everybody equal minutes. He's going to play who he likes and depending on what they're actually giving him.
100%. You can have one for each position. You can have we could do that potentially with Esteval in attack and then Santos in midfield and then let's just say Anselmino in centre back. You can have one for each position. You can't have multiple guys in the same position doing. That's why I'm so against the Quenda. He could be sick. Quenda could be sick. I have no idea. I'll be real. My issues with him are not because of his talent level. It's because you have another guy that's 17 when you already have a guy who's 18 or 17 currently that you really believe in. It's meant to be amazing. And then you've got another 17-year-old guy that is coming in and we don't know whether he's there's talk of him playing as the Enzo back.
I told you about this bum. I told you about this bum, son. Wow. I've been telling everybody about this bum, son. I've been saying it over and over and over again. No one wants to listen to me. This guy's a bum. He's a bum.
As you said, Scott, I agree.
Daniel, before you go, hang on, I just need to check something. Was that Kusanov again that let it go through his legs?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay, fantastic. So hang on. So I know, Joey, what you said earlier. It's not just a fucking own goal, then it's just he's made mistakes. Cool. I'm glad we're on the same page. Carry on your point, Daniel. I had to get that out. Yeah, I apologize.
But it's been
I know. I just had to get it out there.
I'm just speaking from my point of view of how I see all these young guys. Right, I see them pretty similar. You know what I'm saying? So, are you going to give Esteval and this Quenda guy the same amount of minutes on a regular basis? Can Chelsea survive with two 17-year-olds playing big minutes? No, this is not going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Which unless they develop very, very, very quickly,
which is what people bank on and say, yeah, I mean, why not? Why wouldn't they do this? Of course they will. And when they come in and they behave like 17-year-olds,
you will go.
That's I
then
was
they'll
gonna say.
put pressure on them.
Daniel, the only saving grace with the Quenda thing is what Curry P said. Where it's like the fact that Quenda is going to be on loan at Sporting for a year and he will play. Like he's playing currently, he's going to play. So
if he develops really, really quickly, then
that's the one saving grace. Is like as long as Esteval develops how we think he will next season, by the time Quenda comes back, there is a world in which if they've both developed how we hope they develop, they can start together. Who's got that feedback, by the way? That's irritating shit.
Someone's mic's going crazy.
Wait, testing.
Man.
Andrew, just unmute if you want to speak, brother.
But yeah, Daniel, that's the only saving grace is like if as long as he can develop at the same rate Esteval's developing while on loan, then like they can potentially in 2026 start at the same time and it not affect us. But like as I said, it's more risky. There's way more margin for error than there could be if you just only sign one of them.
Yeah, Lewis, go into Twitter chat. There's a picture of Keyshawn with Jim Ross.
Swear down.
Swear to God. Go into his group chat.
Oh shit. JR's looking a bit healthier as well. That's great to see.
KDB coming up.
Yeah, KDB coming on for a little jog. There we go. Not sure, CP. We'll find out after the next stoppage. Big up, Alex. My G. Hope you're good.
I'm good.
Big up, Alex.
Marmouche off.
Big up, Alex.
You didn't read my comment, did you?
What was your comment?
No, we probably missed it, brother. There was a lot of comments going through.
Are you Lewis?
Double D's in the stream. No, we did see that.
I didn't see it.
Big up the double D's.
Bro, who knows who you're talking to? You're talking to the entire group, and I'm supposed to know that you're talking to Lewis. Come on now.
Yeah, I said Lewis. You missed my comment.
Oh, okay. Well, I missed
so
it.
I don't know how
totally missed it. So
addressing Lewis is the whole addressing the whole stream.
But labor off.
You said that. Sorry.
Yeah, you shake your
Must
head,
have been your
bro.
voice.
Exactly.
Must have
I'm
been
here
your voice.
to annoy the voice management. I saw the people already making starting 11 with Esteval in it. Yay! The guy haven't kicked a ball yet for Chelsea.
Yeah, if it was up to me, I'd try to keep Nani until the summer or until the winter. But if it was one player we saw to sell, it would be Nani.
To be fair, if this, I'll be real. If we could get the other signings right, like if we did sign a striker, not a midfielder, a centre back and a goalkeeper, but it's specifically in this point a striker. Like say we get a Gyökeres or an Osimhen. Mm-hmm. I would be happy, and you have Neto on the left potentially, or a new signing. Let's again say like a Barcola type. I'd be happy with Esteval starting, because as long as he isn't the one that has to, and Palmer's back in form, obviously. As long as he isn't the one that has to shoulder the burden of everything, I'm fine with that. Of him starting, because in that situation, my pressure, or the person I'm expecting to level the burden in order would be the striker, Palmer, Neto, and then Esteval. In that attack,
is anybody is Esteval playing for the highest level in Brazil, or he play for?
He plays for
Alex. He got second in the league last year, in the highest level of Brazil.
Yeah,
he cannot even win their own league. What else?
No, and I watched. They lost it was the last game of the season, and they lost.
To be fair though, that they basically win that league very often. Palmeiras,
yeah.
Last season was a bit of a Botafogo just went nuts.
But Botafogo spend a good amount of money.
Oh yeah, they do with the Textor company, 100%.
I want Jamie Vardy in the summer. Doesn't matter. He does not need to be starting. I just want him in the squad.
Just to have in the squad. Good old Jamie.
I think he can teach whoever comes as a striker. I think he can be influencing it.
Georgie,
coming back with more
no,
players,
you're
mate.
gonna have Georgie have a heart attack, bro. Georgie,
Have
would
you
you
not
take?
taken enough?
If I don't think he's out of contract actually after this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Wouldn't be too shocked with his age. That'd always be like a 1-year extension thing.
Seriously, I really rate Jamie Vardy, especially in the way we play in. Or give me somebody that kind of type of striker.
Man said he'll reduce.
Yes, I would take
It would
Wood.
make our average age from 22 to 26 instantly. Just
I will
by
take
having
Wood.
him on the team.
I don't care. I will take Wood from Nottingham Forest.
No, this would be fun. It's just funny though, bro. That's all it is.
Hey yo,
I don't. To me, I don't mind it. I don't mind that as a as a real conversation. I don't actually have anything against it to say that, because it would be nice to have some type of old head in the dressing room.
Oh, it's not their day. Well, it's
Everton
not their year.
1-1.
Just not their year, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's actually what's the name? I just don't.
Holy shit! He
I will
almost
take
scored on
Wood.
his back. Holy shit!
I will take Chris Wood.
Yeah, but Chris, I don't think there's going to be a lot of players coming out of that, leaving that team, bro. I'm going to be honest.
Yo, that was crazy.
CP, I'm not surprised people shut down in October. Now it'd be a bit more like.
I've been shutting down. So every time I say somebody, everybody's like, "No, you don't know."
No, I'm just saying. No, it's not because
I cannot even finish my sentence with shutting down.
I know, but it's not that. It's not that. But Chris Wood's going to be playing.
I wasn't even talking about Chris Wood anymore.
You did say Chris Wood. What are you talking about?
I did, but I was about to say something else.
Oh,
another name.
What's his name? The West Ham winger.
Kudus?
No. The
Bowen?
white boy. Bowen. I wanted Bowen for so long.
Yes, I remember that.
Man, he is so much better than any bum on a wing. Any of them.
He was supposed to be the heir apparent to Salah.
Hey, he might still be.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I think
Kudus only thing Doku is ripping is his eyes. Those eyes are fugly, man. The guy can track 2 players at once, independently with each eye.
It's crazy.
Jesus.
Alex just came for smoke, bro. He didn't come for nothing else but smoke, bro.
I'm checked out for the season, man. I'm just here to relax. Like I got it. What's his name? Poco Doku has, those multiple track system that
Doku,
5 Jets has.
Yeah.
Like we track 3 or 4 targets at once. That's what Poco Doku's eyes look like. They track 4 targets at once.
Fuck it, oh bad.
Remind me of Sid of Ice Age. You know what I mean?
Ha ha. Yeah, I haven't seen Sid in years, bruv. 4-2 Forest. All right, great.
Damn.
I'm not gonna lie. I have not watched enough of this kid, bro. I have no idea what this kid's capable. Quenda is capable of. I'm not even about the front.
Jordan Edmondson. I'll see you. No, I'll show you when I see you.
This time, son.
If you defend Doku, you as fugly as Doku.
Oh my days.
Rip Doku and all that.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we linked with that baby killer from Germany? What's his name?
Oh, Sule.
Sule. Can you imagine team photos with that face?
I haven't heard you cuss his appearance in a minute.
The guy
mad,
should be
I
on.
didn't even know who you were talking about for baby killer for a sec. Then I remembered you just despise looking at Sule. Cool.
Yo, can you imagine the team photos,
That's
man?
crazy though, bro. Like, come on, son.
Bro, it was years ago. It'd be like, I hope we never sign Sule. He's too ugly to play for Chelsea. I don't like ugly players. Why do you think he's been on to Badia's shield from the first minute? He had no neck, now he's big ass forehead, now it's a combination of both.
This is crazy, bro.
They ruin the team photos, man. They ruin.
I said he can't put the team photo on his wall.
Nah, Sule. This is crazy, bro. I thought a draw was the result we wanted.
Oh yeah. I'm easy with this.
For you, I mean, for you guys, you wanted that result. For you.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. AK, it's a bit peaky.
Nah, I want to
bro,
City
yeah,
cry.
bro.
I want a City not qualify for top 4.
That
Let
would
them
be
lose.
interesting. I think that would be the most
Understandable.
interesting conversation.
No, I just hate Pep.
If City doesn't qualify for top 5,
I despise Pep. I despise Pep as a manager.
well, he killed
Despise him.
football. I stand on that, and I will continue to stand on that for the rest of my life. He killed football.
That brother Kasana
That's what
did
did you
not
send
think
me?
this is how it was gonna go.
I big up Andrew. Take care, man. What did you say? Oh, it's another Regal video. Okay.
Wow.
There's Bellingham, Modric, and Rice. I think Rice is better than Tchouameni and all these other guys.
You think Rice is better than Camavinga?
Camavinga, they're selling him, bro. They don't even want him.
There you are.
You think Rice is
You see, this is.
You are so shameful. You are so
Oh
shameful.
boy.
You have no shame and no decorum whatsoever.
What
There
is
is no
what
way.
Is Camavinga? What is Camavinga better than Declan Rice? What does
Everything.
Camavinga have better than Declan Rice?
Pace, passing range,
You're saying he's
shot.
better,
Passing range.
better offensive player. You're saying he's better at scoring goals, better at creating everything.
Yes.
Camavinga is a
Center
superior
back.
footballer to Declan Rice. Not even
I
close.
disagree, bro.
He is.
Maybe,
He is.
maybe
What
it's
do
my
you mean?
bias.
Yeah, you are being biased. And if you are going to put any Arsenal midfielder anyway this season, you should put Partey, not Rice. Rice don't get in this season anywhere.
Partey's done out here, man. He had some good performances. I'll give it up to him. I just don't rate Partey like as much as everyone else.
You don't rate Partey like that, but Rice has been like for the most part shit this season.
No, that's not true. Rice got sent off, and he
You
had
know
an
that
injury. Outside of
actual
that he's been stupendous.
Arsenal fans are
stupendous,
starting
that's
getting on
crazy.
Rice.
Rice has
is
been really
so-
good, bro.
No, Rice ain't played the way Rice usually plays this season. No, he hasn't.
Exactly.
Mad. I can't wait
See-
for him to do the
See, here's what here's why I like literally to the point of despising his things, his attitude towards like it's not personal. It's literally his takes on football. Because Camavinga is selling from Real Madrid, that means that he's not a good. But Real Madrid selling a player, it's still better than Arsenal level in the world of football. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So where's Odegaard on that list? Because Odegaard didn't even make the starting 11 for Real Madrid at all. But he's almost on the same level as whatever, the best player for Arsenal, right? Odegaard. Where did he come from? Real Madrid. So based on this,
Ooh, I hear what you're saying.
based on this, that's the mentality of this. I don't know, like the guy literally touched the like in the touching distance of extra chromosome in his brain. Like he missed it just like two, like you know what I'm saying? Like one of the chromosomes just missed it. But that's what I'm saying, the level of it. He's saying he's not good for Arsenal because he did not they want to sell him. That's his excuse why Camavinga is not better than Rice. If you will like I can
Yeah,
believe
because he
Hussam
had
didn't even
shoehorned one Arsenal player in there.
you see what I'm saying? But if you think why Hussam did not bring that up, Odegaard, he didn't even make a start in 11. So how bad is that for Real Madrid? By the way, they got another one on loan from them. I can't believe that's the level of this freaking idiot.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Savić left Arsenal and he plays for Real Madrid consistently. And he's
Exactly, Savić. That's the guy that I was forgot. Like, remember that guy? He used to be on Arsenal too.
Apparently, he wasn't good enough for Arsenal, but yeah, but he's playing at Real Madrid.
I swear, man, that guy.
Shout out BK saying tomorrow Chelsea will be sacrificed at the Emirates. You wish, bro. You wish. We're sacrificing Arsenal at the Emirates.
If you will give me draw tomorrow, now I'll take it.
Yep.
I'll be real. I'm greedy. I want all 3 points. Fuck them, man.
Well, greedy people sometimes get nothing.
Hey, that's the risk we take, man.
Well, you got your wish list.
The Russian people say if you don't drink if you don't take the risk, you don't drink champagne.
I want my champagne, man.
Damn, we should have watched that Nottingham game. 4-2.
Yeah, but they were up
already
3-0.
knew what was going on in that.
Forest was up 3-0.
Because this got what, 2
So
goals in 2
this
minutes?
result confirms we go into the international break in 4th. So
I don't see us getting top 5, man. I don't see us. I don't see us. No matter what it is, I don't see us.
All right.
Shit. Nah, I hear it. I hear it. Let's hope they can change their mind. It's only a game at a time, but like we got the toughest running, so I won't argue you down. It is what it is. Right, big up to everybody that's locked in, though. I'm gonna send everyone over to Footy Judge Mo. I gotta rush off to the gym quickly, though. I'm stepping out. But yeah, big up everybody. Back tomorrow. Review of the game. And
What are
all
you
of that.
working at with Jim on today? TDs, ass. What are you working on?
It's
Pass.
titty day. It's titty day.
It's TD day. Okay. Make sure you work those double D.
No, we're trying to get to double D's, man. God willing. God willing.
Double D's.
Yeah, I'm gonna send everyone over to Mo. Big up everybody up the Chelsea.
I don't know why, man.